So the YouTube is up and running right now. We're on, right, Rob? We had an internet issue this morning to start the show, but now it's up. Ace TJ TV on YouTube if you haven't checked it out. If you want to see what's happening on the show today, watch it anytime on our YouTube channel, Ace TJ TV. There is I don't want to call it a controversy, but earlier this month on American Idol, they had a contestant. And you can't make jokes about anything anymore with people without them being so butthurt over stuff. For example, they had a contestant named Sarah Beth Liebe, Liebe. I think that's how you pronounce her last name. And she's posted a new video to comment on how she was mom-shamed on American Idol. All right, so here is what transpired when she auditioned in front of the judges, Lionel Richie, Luke Bryan, and most importantly, Katy Perry.
I'm 25 and I'm from California.
You cannot be 25.
I have 3 kids, so that's like...
Get away from here. Okay, Katy?
Nope. If Katy lays on the table, I think I'm gonna pass out.
Honey, you've been laying on the table too much.
No.
You know.
That wasn't super kind. To have that on TV, and it was hurtful. I think that women supporting and uplifting other women is so cool. And I think that mom shaming is super lame. And I think that it's hard enough to be a mom and it's hard enough to be a woman. Keep loving your babies. Nobody deserves to feel crappy about that.
Oh my God. She didn't make you feel crappy about loving your baby. She made a joke about the fact that you've had 3 kids by the age of 25. She's making a joke.
Katy Perry is mean-spirited.
Yeah.
And she should have given that lady a trigger warning. Yeah, whatever negative publicity comes about to Katy Perry on this, even though I don't agree with it, fine. Because Katy Perry's a pain in the butt. She'd be the #1 person to jump out and act like her feelings were hurt over something. But the reason that this happens, Ace, is because our society has put so much value into people's minds about being victims. If you're not a victim, then you have no value. The most privileged people in our society are ones who have this false sense of victimhood.
And just making a little joke. They were having some fun. Admittedly, not a lot of people are 25 with 3 kids. We're making some jokes.
But I did hear Katy Perry say, "Don't love your babies."
Right, don't love your baby. Yeah. That's the part that got me. Yeah. Who said anything about not loving your babies?
So she didn't make it to the next round or whatever.
I don't think she did. I don't think she did.
Well, then here you go.
Yeah. Shut up, Katy Perry.
But
do you think Katy Perry was too mean, Riggins? Because you.
Yeah, I don't like Katy Perry. But yeah, I don't know. It was just a weird. She was trying to make a joke, and maybe it came off wrong. But I get it. If I didn't make it through the next round, I'd be the first person on TikTok about. Let me tell you about Katy Perry. You would your last album was a flop. This last album was a flop. You've had 2 albums that flop. How do you go from having top 10 hits on one album, like the most successful album ever, to being a judge next to Lionel Richie and Luke Bryan? I'm glad you're picking up the check, but there's nothing.
Is she still making $20 million?
I'm sure. Whatever. There's nothing more uncool than Katy Perry. Unfortunately, that's what I was.
Just like an awkward exchange there.
Yeah, she was trying to be funny.
Yeah,
but I got nothing against her. But come on, nothing more uncool than Katy Perry.
You just said something that gave me. What else is like? There's nothing more uncool than Katy Perry.
Yeah.
What else would you say? There's nothing more uncool than what? Something to think about. Because I want to play this because I think this video is hilarious. I don't know if everybody's seen it. Cary, North Carolina. There was a 24-hour standoff with an armed suspect in Cary. But you know who that didn't matter to? An Amazon driver. Has anybody else seen? Have you seen this, Riggins? You've seen DJ? Okay.
It happened last week or something.
Yeah, but the video is just now blowing up and going viral. It's now got millions of views. And the commentary comes from a neighbor who's watching out the window from the apartment complex. If you haven't seen this, Amazon driver making a delivery in the middle of a police standoff, literally walking right through. She comments on how it goes.
Amazon, hard at work in the midst of a standoff. He's going to deliver his package. Oh, my God. Give us the package, bro.
He walks up, and he ends up handing it to one of the SWAT officers. Like, hey, man, I can't go any farther than this. Can you give that to him? She's like, yeah, thanks. Get out of here.
And he took a picture. Make sure that they knew he had dropped it off.
Yeah, he's got a job to do. He's going to do his job.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm fascinated now about what you said. There's nothing. What'd you say? There's nothing.
Nothing more uncool
Than
she's
Katy
just uncool.
Perry.
Yeah. I can't explain it. I can't tell you why. She's just not cool.
Is it an age thing? Because at one point she was real cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like she was one of the coolest
She's
for
the
a little while.
biggest pop star in the world.
Yeah, but I don't think it's an age thing because one of the
don't think so
coolest
either.
people in pop culture over the past few years is Gordon Ramsay, and he's older than Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no.
true.
She's
Is
just awkward and goofy. She's just stupid.
is it an American Idol thing? But Lionel Richie's not any less cool because maybe it's because he's
Yeah.
so much older.
Yeah.
Is Luke Bryan less cool because he's on American Idol?
I don't know how cool he was.
Was he cool to
before that.
begin with?
To country fans, he was very. I mean,
Yeah, he's pretty cool
He
guy.
still sells out, arenas.
But yeah, she's annoying and cringy.
It's kind of cringe, yeah. And I can't put my finger on. I don't know why.
I think sometimes, but that's the thing about something that's cool. A lot of times you don't know why it's not cool anymore, but it's
Yeah.
just like that's just not cool to do.
Yeah. Like, what's another one? I don't know.
Tell you what, take a minute. It's worth investigating.
Yeah.
At the Ace TJ show, there's nothing. What'd you say? There's nothing less cool.
There's nothing more uncool.
Yeah, there's nothing more uncool than blank. It can be something. It can be someone.
Hawaiian shirts.
Hawaiian.
Good one. There's nothing more uncool than
You
Hawaiian
can
shirts.
never make a Hawaiian shirt look cool. I don't care. I'm sorry.
What about if you're like on an island or something?
No.
No? Still no?
No. Yeah, they make solid color shirts if you want to wear
Right.
a button-up short sleeve shirt.
Exactly.
All right.
I have to have all the bright colors,
All right,
the
so
vibrant colors.
let's just go with it and see what happens. There's nothing more uncool than blank. We'll see what we got next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
Want it. I want furniture. Then our friends at Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture have several locations in the Lake Norman area of North Carolina. But they have so many delivery trucks and delivery teams. They can get you anywhere, with great service all over the Charlotte area. Now, when you go into Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, yes, you're going to find the comfortable mattress. Yes, you're going to find the state-of-the-art Lake Norman chill cooling system on the mattress and the adjustable bed called the Game Changer and all that. But the furniture for the living room, as well as the bedroom, you're going to love. Everything from rocker recliners that are, as Katie from Sweet Dreams says, they're recliners that wives will allow their husbands to have in the main room because they're actually nice and they don't look like old clunky beat up recliners. So go see them with sectionals and all kinds of other stuff, and they are so great to work with. So go see them or go to their website. It is acetj.com/mattress. acetj.com/mattress. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Today's a very big day for all of us on the Ace and TJ Show because at 10 o'clock this morning, the Evite goes out for our very special 25th anniversary celebration Thursday night, April 6th at the Hyatt Centric South Park. And we posted about it yesterday on our Facebook page, and some interesting things came up. People saying very nice things. It'll be Thursday night, April 6th. It will be 25 years to the day that we have been on in the mothership market of Charlotte. But some of us have to get our priorities straight because a lady named Kelly posted, I so want to be there as one of the original 11 listeners. Just not sure I can miss one of my son's varsity games. Your son has other varsity games. This is a one-time only thing.
Well, it depends on the sport.
Yeah.
Varsity what? Varsity baseball? Understandable. Varsity soccer? Come to our event. I mean, seriously.
Come on. So it's all sponsored by Atlantic Bay Mortgage and Chambers and Associates Realty. And if you are a part of our Share Funny family, you will get an Evite today. First come, first serve. We're putting a couple of hundred people in a room. It's going to be packed at the Hyatt Centric South Park. But if you're not and you would like to be a part of this, here's how you get the invitation. acetj.com/SFF. acetj.com/SFF. You can still get signed up today to get the Evite, unless it's already filled up and sold out, so to speak. But I was thinking last night, are there particular things that you know we should talk about or stories that should be shared on that night? Like, does one pop into your mind?
Ryan lands the plane.
Ryan lands the plane. I have the.
I can't hear.
I have that. I found the audio that goes with
Really?
that a couple of weeks ago, going through some boxes at my house.
Huh.
You know, if you
That's a
don't
good
know,
one.
we were allowed to, and this is one that we could never get away with this today because of lawyers. We were allowed to send a guy that worked for us. His name is Ryan. He went up with a pilot, and the guy just talked him through landing the plane while we listened in live on the radio. And it was frightening.
Yeah. I would have loved to do that.
He'd never flown a plane or even been up in the front part of a plane in his life. So it wasn't like he'd had any flying lessons.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. So yes, we'll
do that one.
Mark that down to talk about Ryan lands a plane and so much more. Thursday night, April 6th, go to acetj.com/SFF to get signed up to get the Evite.
Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
If you're still an influencer, you're living on borrowed time because now there is something called, and I think this is really sad, and it just says a lot about who we've become as people. Now, the hot thing is to not be an influencer, it's to be a de-influencer. The de-influencer tells you about products you should not buy, things you should not be involved in.
And it's just so expensive. Like, this is insane. It's so expensive. This one's easy. The Ugg boots. Don't buy them. They're going to be out of fashion just as quickly as they came into fashion.
So her whole thing is to tell you what thing don't buy fragrances. Here's why you shouldn't buy these particular items. There was this one. There's somebody who's a de-influencer about fast food. What is so funny, TJ?
A de-influencer.
He's so dumb.
Oh, now I got it.
She out here influencing D's.
I'm a
Look at her. Look, what's her name? What does she do? Oh, she's a de-influencer.
She's a de-influencer. I guess it all depends on how you say it. But isn't there something sad about that? That rather than, the de-influencer. My point is that's becoming the hot thing now.
Yes, it is.
Is to be somebody who tells people what, like, don't do this, don't do that. This product sucks. That's terrible. Here's why you shouldn't buy this product.
Yeah.
There's something mean about that. And I don't know. I don't want to be a de-influencer.
Too late.
Some people can't help it.
Yeah, that's true. Some people can't.
You didn't even know you were a de-influencer.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I done got hot.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
This is kind of a cautionary tale. There's nothing more uncool than blank. If you missed it, this just popped up a second ago because Riggins mentioned that Katy Perry, there's nothing more uncool than Katy Perry.
I hate that for her.
Yeah,
but it's just true.
And you think it's something about the American Idol thing that has made her uncool, that hasn't affected Luke Bryan or Lionel Richie?
Yeah, I think the public tide just turned against her at some point, and it was right around the time she started American Idol, but maybe it was the albums. I'm not really sure, but it's just common knowledge.
Alexa said there's nothing more uncool than Hawaiian shirts. Under no circumstances.
Yep.
Should men be wearing Hawaiian shirts?
Nope.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say Ace and TJ for sure.
I mean,
as your answer.
Yeah.
Or just white people in general.
White folk.
White folk. Not cool, but I love y'all.
Old white people. You got to stipulate old white people. Young white people are okay.
I thought of another one during the commercial. The Simpsons. I think South Park, Family Guy, if that's your thing, whatever. The Simpsons just seems like uncool.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a hot take.
Yeah. It's just uncool.
There's nothing more uncool than The Simpsons.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know.
It's way better than South Park.
Oh, really?
That's
Way
blasphemy.
better, yeah.
South Park's the best animated show of all time.
No, it's
that's
a
not true.
hunk of just complete crap.
Hilarious.
That's South Park. That's every episode of South Park.
He's not even in most of them anymore.
I'm not a huge animated show person. I've never really watched a lot of The Simpsons or South Park, but when I do watch South Park, it makes me laugh.
Yeah.
Rick and Morty's good. That's one of my favorites.
It's not better than South Park.
Yes.
Let's see. There's nothing more uncool than Juan says pickleball.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
But that is like the hottest thing right now.
That's how it works.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it cool.
But I mean, even though it seems to be hot for people of all ages are playing pickleball.
Yeah, but you can be unpopular and cool, and popular and not cool. For example, who actually looks cool ordering Starbucks? That's not a cool activity when you're standing there going, I have a Frappuccino, half calf, decaf, whip this, half whip, no whip. I mean, that's not a cool essence that you're giving off there, but everybody likes it. Yeah. I don't, because I'm too cool.
Yeah.
I don't play that.
There's nothing more uncool than, Taylor says, people over 30 talking about their infatuation with alcohol.
That's a good one.
You've been drinking legally for over a decade. You're not a cool 17-year-old rebel who got your hands on something you're not supposed to have. Just relax.
It's pretty good.
Or nothing more uncool than somebody bragging about being given pain medicine.
Love it. Lori says cursing. There's nothing more uncool than cursing. Unless, of course, you slam your finger in a door or stub your toe. But just cursing in general, not cool.
That goes back to my thing, too, with sticking your middle finger up in pictures. There's nothing more uncool than that. I hate it so much.
That immediately makes you uncool, sticking up your middle finger in pictures.
And you think you're being cool, but you're not.
More uncool than sticking your tongue out in pictures?
I would rather take the tongue than the... Not that. I would rather someone stick their tongue out in a picture than a middle finger.
Let's see. There's nothing more uncool than a know-it-all. There's nothing more uncool than, Valerie says, wearing sunglasses inside.
Oh, I hate that too.
Been a big one for a long time.
I was watching Vanderpump Rules last night, and there was a guy that was wearing sunglasses in a club. They were in a bar, and he's wearing sunglasses. And at one point, Lala asked him to take his sunglasses off so she could see his eyes. And then he comes over to her place later, and he's still wearing sunglasses sitting inside her place.
Who was it?
I don't know, some dude she picked up at a bar. It wasn't one of the cast members. There's nothing more uncool than bragging. Holland says it's awful when people always want to one-up you. There's nothing more uncool than vaping.
Yeah, that's true.
Pickleball, I think, still is my favorite answer so far.
Yeah.
But I am interested in that because so many people are doing it. Rob, do you have one? There's nothing more uncool than what?
The only thing I can think of is like Birkenstocks.
Oh, that's a good one.
They're just so ugly. And look, I'm not a fashion icon by any means.
What?
But those are so bad.
Worse than Crocs?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
I think
yeah,
so,
I wear
too.
Crocs. I wear Crocs. So.
Okay, here's the thought, though. What has been uncool but is now becoming cool again? For example, has Nickelback become cool again? Like they were real cool when they first came out 20 years ago. They exploded, whatever it was, 15 years ago. And then for some reason, even though they just made fantastic albums, people still said like Nickelback became uncool to the internet. But now it seems like people are kind of cool with them again.
Some people say there's nothing more uncool than Canadians.
Yeah, they just can't be
in
cool.
general.
Yeah. That's a good one.
So that's the problem. They're just because they're Canadian, they can't be cool.
Yeah, that's what some people say.
But
Yeah,
can
no,
you
that's
be
true.
Can you be
That is
cool,
100%
then get
true.
uncool, and then become cool again?
The roller coaster of coolness.
Yeah. Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
Was he cool when he started?
Yeah. Yeah.
What made him uncool?
I don't know. Same kind of thing is that people started just, kind of calling him a goof on the internet and stuff. And then now everybody thinks he's cool.
Yeah.
Because
That's a good example.
He didn't deserve anything to be made
Right.
fun of and all
Yeah.
that. But there was a time when he was. I guess the hair and the
Yeah, I
whole
was gonna say the hair definitely.
Yeah. So what's something that used to be uncool, but now suddenly everybody seems cool with it? Whether it's a celebrity or that seems to be a good celeb. That's like a celebrity cycle where you become popular, then suddenly you're not cool anymore, and then all of a sudden, bam, you're cool again.
Yeah, Brendan Fraser.
What's his name? The Russell Brand. He's cool now.
He's
Yeah,
very
he's-
cool
I
now
love
after
his
being
podcast.
very uncool for a little while. You're right. Okay, so let's do that then. Used to be not cool, but now suddenly is cool again. What is it, or who is it? At the Ace TJ Show.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes. You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV.
Anything videoed and kept forever, so you can have it in your possession and watch it anytime you want. Then the best person to do that production and all for you is Mr. Todd, the official Ace and TJ video main. Mr. Todd can do all of that stuff you need. Corporate events, what you call it? Advertisements for you, bar mitzvahs, birthday parties, weddings, all of it. Go to jtmedia.biz, jtmedia.biz, and look at Mr. Todd's very dramatic photo up there and book him to come do your event.
Is it dramatic?
Yeah, we talked about it before. It's black and white. He's all smoldering.
He's small. BDT, that's what I call him. What, Alexis? You don't even know what that means. It's just an acronym. Sorry, I'm busy. I'm watching a pug get groomed. This is what my afternoons consist of now. I just watch this channel. It's called Girl with the Dogs, and she's a dog groomer. And she shares POV videos of her grooming all these dogs that come into her salon. And there's something very extremely satisfying about it. And I've gone down the rabbit hole once again.
It's so cute.
Yeah, I mean, some of the dogs are cute. Some of them, she said, this dog was brought to me after it was rejected by 5 other groomers because it's so vicious. And she puts helmets on them so they can't bite her. It's crazy. You guys into anything weird on YouTube now?
Lots of things.
TJ's still on the pimple popping videos. I've moved past that.
No, I just when they come up in my feed, I'll watch them. But
still getting the pimples.
But I think that if you are a pet groomer, you need to make sure that now you refer to yourself as a full pet groomer, not just groomer.
Well, good point.
Don't shorten it because people may not know what you're talking about nowadays.
Yeah. That's a good point. Ace, what are you into on YouTube right now? You watching anything weird?
I guess it's weird. A lot of stuff about construction. As in stadiums, super cities, largest buildings ever built that aren't being used, all this kind of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, unusual buildings in weird places, that kind of stuff. Like, for example, one of the I just looked at my feed now, weird stadium features that got removed. It's weird things that were in stadiums around the world that got removed. Another is I forgot what the word they use is. I can't find it at the moment, but it was about biggest buildings that have ever been built that nobody's using right now. They just sit empty, kind of thing.
I did think of one. I'm into videos where someone committing a crime gets killed or maimed.
That's a crazy one.
I love that.
That's a good one. Crazy, but good one.
Ace TJ 5G.
couple of different things going at one time here. People are still filling in. There's nothing more uncool than blank. And then we started talking about things that were uncool but now have become cool again. And Robert just DM'd us a great one at the Ace TJ Show on any of our social media. Champion clothing apparel was real uncool for a long time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then suddenly, bam, I don't know what started that, but Champion became cool again.
Yeah, because didn't it used to be, for a while, it was strictly pretty much found in Walmart.
I think that's probably what it was, yeah.
And it was considered uncool. But now Champion has become super hot to have.
I never thought that Fila shoes were cool, but like they're now making a comeback and they actually look really cool.
Yeah.
Like the all-white
you know what?
Fila
That's
shoes.
a good one.
Mhm.
Huh. I didn't know Fila still existed.
Yeah, they do.
Pumas.
Pumas.
Is Pumas making a comeback as well?
Big case.
Let's see. Melissa said, going back to there's nothing more uncool than, Melissa said, entitled bullies. Like people that park in handicapped spots, leaving their grocery cart in Timbuktu for someone else to retrieve.
Not Timbuktu.
People parking in people parking in handicapped spots is a big one.
If they're not handicapped.
Yeah. If they're not,
I hate handicapped people.
Why y'all get special parking?
Yeah, that's a good point. If they're not handicapped, is that even? I'm not even sure that's what you're supposed to say anymore.
Ooh.
It's not cool.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah. There's nothing more uncool than snakes.
Yeah.
The shopping cart thing has come up a couple of times that people have mentioned that there's nothing more uncool than leaving the shopping cart out in the middle of the place.
Yeah.
But I love this, like the Champion thing. Something that was fine, it was cool, and then it went away, and now suddenly, woo, it's cool again.
Yeah. That little beanie that the Edge wears in U2. It's so
fisherman thing.
So do you think it's cool?
Him,
it's going to become cool again?
Fisherman's cap.
No, I just think it's so uncool on him.
Oh, so you just wanted to mention that?
Yeah, I hate
Riggins hates U2.
I hate U2. They're horrible music. They're like Coldplay, but just so much worse. And people hate Coldplay.
You don't think Coldplay is considered to be cool?
No.
They're not cool. I kind of like some of their songs, but
I love a lot of their music.
But yeah, they just seem uncool. I don't know why.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because they're British or whatever they are.
I don't know. I can't explain it.
So
yeah, I've never gotten the whole Coldplay attraction.
Like Viva La Vida and Yellow. I like some of their music, but they're just uncool.
So you believe U2 is uncool
because their music just sucks.
Yeah, U2 is very uncool.
Yeah.
Do you think it's uncool for a guy to be, still calling himself Edge or the Edge?
Yeah, I mean,
his name?
Exactly. Your little beanie on.
What's more uncool, calling himself the Edge or calling himself Ace?
Anybody can take that.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Into the wolves a little bit there.
Yeah, I mean,
at least Ace is an established nickname.
It's a name.
Yeah, for other people too. Nobody's ever called the Edge.
Cliff.
I do think I want to start going by the Ace, though.
The Ace.
The Ace.
You should.
Yeah, it's the Ace.
I thought you did.
Now trending coming up next.
From the Calotrin Studios, this is the Ace and TJ Show. Find out more about Calotrin at acetj.com/weight loss. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Ace TJ 5G is brought to you by O'Connor Insurance Associates. They are an independent insurance agency, and they want to help you get the most insurance for your money. They treat every customer how they would want to be treated. So they're going to help you, your family, yourself, your business. They're just awesome. You can learn more, acetj.com/O'Connor.
So there is a guy who just set a Guinness record, and that's not a record for drinking the most dark, disgusting beer. He is a Disney super fan, and he just went to all 12 Disney theme parks in the world in 12 days, and he rode 216 rides all in one. He started in Paris, then flew to China, then Japan, then California, and finished up in Florida. So, just knowing that little bit of information, who wants to profile this person? If you were building a profile of this person,
whoa,
what kind of personality would you think? And I don't know for sure. I'm profiling myself, but I'm first of all thinking that he's weird. He's a peculiar fellow.
If he's not a content creator, like that's his job to do like crazy videos, yeah, then he's weird. If he's just like a super Disney fan,
yeah,
weird.
I'm most fascinated by the fact that he went the opposite way I would have thought. You would think like you start in Florida, and maybe I just don't understand how the international date line works, but you would work west so that the time change works to your advantage every time. There must be something with the date though to do it all in 24 hours.
I wonder what's wrong with him though.
He gotta go to hospital.
Yeah, there's something wrong with him.
Does it say his age?
No, but I mean he's an adult.
Yeah.
Enough. He's 38.
Okay, I was guessing 33.
No, wait. No, that's somebody who did something else similar to that. But yeah, he's an adult. So, and again, you follow the rule with any adult that's that into Disney parks and Disney stuff. Even Rob doesn't want anything to do with going to the parks.
Yeah,
but he wants to watch all their movies and stuff.
Single?
I'm guessing
has
he
to be
is
for sure.
Cat.
Now, your girlfriend is a Disney super fan, Rob, and loves the parks and all.
Yeah.
And I think that makes it a little bit of difference if it's a woman.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
You know, because no matter what their age, they still want to pretend like they're princesses. Does she do that a lot at home? Call herself a princess and, you know, make you kiss her when she's asleep to wake her up, things like that?
No, she does not.
Oh, well, I think it's coming.
Ace TJ 5G.
So, Riggins, the last time you tried to do the now trending thing, the internets went out and you were lost. You were like a TV anchor person or TV host when their teleprompter goes away.
Yeah.
Because you refuse to use paper for anything.
Well, trending is about the internet. That's the whole point,
Yeah.
you know? I don't know. I mean,
right. You could have made, you know, a script of what was trending. You could have put that all together like yesterday. And you would have been prepared.
Yeah. For today?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, it's a weird argument, but I hear where you're going.
Theoretically, you could have pre-recorded the entire thing yesterday afternoon.
Yeah, or the day
What was
before.
trending? Yeah, right. Screw it. I'll just bank up a week of these.
That's like some old school radio stuff where they would tell you, well, but just do it because the people won't understand. They won't know.
Oh, really?
Like, okay, yeah, they'll have no idea that was trending yesterday and not today.
Yeah, well, guess what just happened in the World Baseball Classic?
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
Today's National Puppy Day. That is one of the top trending topics I mentioned in the previous hour. Let's see those puppies. So it's a perfect opportunity to share a picture of your puppy and celebrate the unconditional love and affection puppies bring to our lives. I don't know that works with some of the people in this room. Do you think, Alexis?
Come on, you don't have to ask that. You already know the answer to that.
Who do you think's most unaffected by a puppy?
I would say Ace.
You think?
Yeah.
Even though he's got a dog?
Yeah.
And TJ
Or like
doesn't?
a puppy. Yeah.
Like he just...
Like I think
wouldn't
that
get
he
it?
would be like, oh, cute, but then that's it. I think maybe that TJ would at least play with it a little bit, even though he doesn't really care about it. But
yeah.
Now we are firing on all cylinders.
Yeah,
so
that's what
yesterday you
puppies are
called
for.
TJ, when it came to animals, you called TJ an evil villain.
a cold-hearted villain.
Cold-hearted villain.
Yes.
Forgot about that.
But yet I would still be worse with a puppy than TJ.
Well, I just said you would be unaffected by it. I don't see you getting on the floor and playing with the puppy and doing any of that.
You're probably right. I mean, that puppy's really cute.
Yeah, like that's what you would say.
Right,
And they keep it moving.
Oh, here, little puppy, and I might rub it on its head, and then you got stuff to do.
Yeah.
And then I would completely get down on the floor and play with it and cuddle it and all of that, and because that's what you're supposed to do with puppies. The difference is I wouldn't go enroll it in kindergarten.
Whoa.
See what I mean?
And treat it like a human.
See what I mean?
Yeah, I do see it now, Alexis. You were right.
I wouldn't take it across the street to the pediatrician.
Yeah. Gisele Bundchen was interviewed by Vanity Fair, and she's opening up about her divorce from Tom Brady. And she said it definitely wasn't about Tom Brady going back to football. She said, wow, people really made it about that. What's been said is one piece of a much bigger puzzle. It's not so black and white.
Well, you can't understand the timing. Like TJ said at the time, it probably isn't that, but he pointed out that's probably the one snowflake that caused the roof to cave in.
Yeah,
it might have had something to do with that.
She said sometimes you grow together and sometimes you grow apart. But like that song says, we can grow together. You know?
Yeah. I think it all boils down to something very simple. She just decided she doesn't like long faces.
Okay.
Long faces?
Yeah, he's got a long face, like that long, slender face. She didn't like that, and he didn't like, unattractive noses. So that's why they split. They were at an impasse. She wouldn't get a nose job, and he wouldn't get part of his chin shaved off.
Dang.
So what are they supposed to do?
Big nose, long face.
Not big nose.
Bad nose.
Bad nose.
Really? What's her nose look like? I didn't even...
I think that's what throws off her whole face. Well, I don't think she's that.
It throws off her whole face.
Stop nose shaming her.
Hey, look, I don't have a great nose either, but I'm not a supermodel.
Yeah, wow. I'm looking at her nose.
Oh, it knows.
That's what they say, the nose knows. Today's National Tamale Day. Tamale.
Tamales.
I love that. Alexis grew up with a tamale truck, in case you missed it.
Yeah, instead of ice cream truck, we had tamale trucks.
It's a little different.
I grew up with Miss Mary.
Miss Mary.
Miss Mary Seldom. She didn't have a tamale truck. She had her sedan, and then would sell them out of the trunk of her car.
So kind of the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. She had them in a cooler.
Yeah.
Keeping them warm.
Yum.
What was her sanitation score at?
Yeah, her sanitation grade was taped to the top of her trunk, so when she opened it up, you could see it.
Yeah. If they were really, really, what do you call sticklers for that in Louisiana, they'd never be a decent restaurant.
Yeah. Sounds like it. And then just a heads up, Starbucks is removing their raspberry syrup from its menu. So I don't know what kind of...
will I do?
Oh, my God.
What kind of person is ordering raspberry in their coffee or in one of their refreshers? But I guess not enough people were doing it. But they blamed it on a lot of things. So, sorry. Maybe global warming, supply chain shortages. That's what they all say now. But those are a few things that are now trending.
The gun lobby, I bet.
Maybe the gun lobby.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
There is a lady who had to take to the internet to apologize to all of the her fellow parents at her kid's school because she accidentally did something that was embarrassing and probably offensive. So we'll tell you what she did, and it is a good thing, though, that she recognized it and she's apologizing to everyone. Now, will they accept her apology? We don't know. So we'll talk about that coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
If you could hear some of the things that are discussed when we're not on, I didn't hear what started it, but I just heard TJ ask Alexis, do nipple rings on a guy turn you off? So it's not a thing that you're into?
I'm not into that.
Have you seen they have these new things now? They're like magnetic. So if you want to have your nipples pierced, they're like magnets that go on each opposite side.
Yeah, how did you stumble upon that?
TikTok.
Yeah, I bet.
It was an ad on TikTok.
Uh-huh. Yeah, exactly.
I got
a page for a reason.
I get an ad for that. I see that ad every now and then. I see the ad for a towel warmer.
The ad comes up more than once.
I have seen the ad more than once, Rob. Yes, thank you.
They're like, you're definitely into this. Quit skipping it.
That's how it works.
I never thought of it that way. That it keeps telling me, no, you're into this. You're going to come back to it here.
Oh my God. I heard something so funny the other day about Ace.
What was it?
Should I even say that?
Yes.
Well, I don't know what it is, so I don't know that I can tell you.
Say it.
No, I shouldn't. Let me stop.
Write it down and let me see it.
Who did you hear it from?
Your wife. This is back to TikTok. It was just funny. It was just, yeah, no, it wasn't bad. She was just saying, she goes, well, she was showing me some things about TikTok because we're on TikTok now at the Ace TJ show. She goes, see, if you look at my TikTok algorithm, you'll see like it's a lot of like couple stuff. And I mean, don't look at Ace's because it's all just like big butts and women and
Yeah, I heard her say that. I was leaving, and I heard her say that. Yeah,
and I tried not to make a face when she said it.
I'm gonna test it out. I'm over to my TikTok right now. This is on my TikTok. Look,
you better turn the sound down.
That's a guy wrecking on his whatever that was. Yeah. Oh, that's two girls in bikinis wrestling.
Yeah,
exactly.
The second video.
Took him all the way to the second one.
Two chicks wrestling.
They're like holding each other in lingerie.
Yeah, bikini wrestling in the back of a car, in the back seat of a car.
Point proven.
What in the women wrestling in bikinis?
I swear, I just opened it a minute ago, and it was like,
dude, you are 50-something years old.
My dad's all-time starting five. Look at that. That's some kind of thing about planes. This is AEW wrestling.
Yeah,
See, none of that happened
it.
now. Now I don't get any of that stuff. That's an ad for the.
Ad for something. Go past that.
We
got it.
That ad. Wait, that
Don't
ad.
try.
Stop it, Ace.
It's an ad for the topless rodeo.
No, the ad was for a thing where the New York Times gives you all the headlines from your birthday, the front pages from your birthday.
Yeah, but the second video you showed us was
Nude news.
Yeah, right.
Okay, that second video was very incriminating, I will admit. But that's only one out of what? 15 that we looked at there real quick. That's not really fair.
Yeah, you're right, Ace.
Yeah.
You're right.
Ace TJ 5G. The Ace and TJ show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching
There is a mother in England, but in England she is called a mum, M-U-M. That's weird, but they do it. A mum. Mummy.
They got mums.
Look, they got mums.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Look at all the mums. She was scurrying about the house, trying to rush to get her daughter to school. And she threw on some leggings and a shirt, and off she went. It wasn't until, she went, she had to go into the school, walked her child into the school, got home, and realized, oh my goodness, I put on these leggings and didn't realize that you can see through them.
Oh.
So the entire back of the leggings, you can see that she's wearing G-string underwears, and you can see white buttocks through the black leggings. It's almost like they've just been worn to where they're almost sheer.
But she didn't realize it?
No, and she's not wearing a shirt that comes down long over her butt. It's not obscene or anything, but it's not something that you would be glad that happened at the school.
Yeah. That's just unfortunate.
Yeah, and it's totally understandable that she would want to apologize to people to let them know.
And the fact that she's pretty probably makes it a little bit worse. You know?
Usually?
Yeah, you can't see her.
We only see the one shot.
Yeah, we didn't see her face.
Yeah, she's cute. She's pretty. And I know that's shocking for a British woman, but she really is. See, she's cute.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So she's apologized on her TikToks, and she's laughing about it and all that. But yeah, if she weren't pretty, it would just be like, oh, bless her heart. She just didn't hurry. She didn't realize or whatever. But since she's pretty, I'm sure a lot of it was, yeah, sure, that was an accident. You're running around, you're flitting around, wanting everybody to look at your butt, looking for attention.
She has a nice butt.
Yeah, she's got a nice everything.
Yeah.
She just doesn't seem to be very together, to have to just throw on some not even know what she's putting on to go out in the public. But be that as it may, this is not anywhere close to the first time that a mom or a dad has experienced a wardrobe malfunction that was embarrassing to the child. Maybe your mom she's a heavy-breasted woman and got all excited at a little league game you were playing in, and you hit a base hit and drove in the winning run. She's jumping up and down, and one of her boobs pops out or something.
Oh no!
Oh, that's not good.
No, but I mean, it happens. I mean, just because they're parents don't mean that they can't experience wardrobe malfunctions in public. Maybe, like I have seen, I can't believe I forgot about this until just now. I have seen a mom of one of the kids that I played baseball with when we were in little league age jump up and rip her pants off because somehow she had gotten into some fire ants at the ballpark. They were down by her lawn chair because, we'd bring lawn chairs, and somehow fire ants got up into her pants. She really had ants in her pants and jumped up and had to strip them off because the fire ants were stinging her.
She had bloomers on?
Well, big panties. Big old bloom.
Big old bloomers.
Big old bloomers.
Yeah, big bloomers.
Dang, that's embarrassing but necessary.
Yeah, at that point, I don't care who's around, whatever.
Yeah, nobody's going to get mad at her for that.
But at the ball field in front of your friends.
But it's got to be embarrassing for him.
Yes.
Like, oh, look, my mama's standing over there with no pants on. She's over there being Porky Pig.
Look at your mom.
Damn, your mama wearing some big panties. Look at your mama's panties.
That's horrible. Like 6th grade.
So who's experienced that? Where you were embarrassed by a wardrobe malfunction that happened to your parents? Your parents had a wardrobe malfunction.
I think the dad one, if there is one, would be funnier than the mom one.
I would probably, because they're going to be more extreme, I think. I was just sitting here thinking, I can't believe I don't have, and immediately I never thought of my mom. Immediately it went to, did my dad do anything like that? And I can't think of anything.
Well, back when we were kids, Ace, and the men's shorts were really short.
Yeah.
Maybe I could see something going on there. Like maybe the mouse got out of the house or something.
Oh, no.
So, Regan, do you think it's more embarrassing if your dad would have had a wardrobe malfunction in front of the baseball team than your mom?
I think so.
Yeah, if you're standing around and the mouse is out of the house in front of the baseball team.
Because that's the only thing they could have. I mean, that's what.
Dad.
Are we counting buttocks cracks? Because that happens with men, old men all the time with having their buttocks.
I think it
exposed.
counts, but it's got to be more than just bending over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got to be next level.
Like Dad falls at the skate rink, like on skate night, and his
pants fall down. Yeah, exactly. Or Dad jumps out of the
head. Yeah.
Dad goes to do some kind of a special dive into the pool, and swim trunks come off.
Yeah. Ugh.
All right, so there you go. Who has seen their parents have a wardrobe malfunction? Where were they? What was going on? We need the whole story. DM us or put it on the front page of our social medias at the Ace TJ Show. Come on.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go, most places have kind of a specialty. There's something that they specialize in. They're high end. They're great for a quick meet up with friends, that kind of thing. Fahrenheit Charlotte, one of the few places that can do everything. 21 stories above the city, South Caldwell, right next to the Spectrum Center. The setting is just fantastic. It doesn't get any better. And then if you're looking for a place to have a couple of drinks before going to an event, perfect. Business meeting, perfect. Romantic evening out, perfect. Dinner with family, perfect. It doesn't matter because they've got great food, great drinks, great service, and an unbelievable setting. It is the place that you can do everything there. Quick stop, evening out, whole night there, doesn't make any difference. FahrenheitCharlotte.com is the place. Just go to FahrenheitCharlotte.com to get more details. FahrenheitCharlotte.com for details and to make reservations because you are going to need reservations quite often.
So yesterday we were talking about this story about the everything shower that people are doing now, where they stay in the shower for up to an hour, doing all the beauty treatments and things that basically an at-home spa treatment. But Riggins, you don't do that obviously because you only use a bar of soap on your hair. You don't even use shampoo. But you say you do give yourself. You have a beauty mask that you will do.
Yeah, about every 6 months. Yeah.
What kind of mask is it?
It's a clay mask. I mean, it's like comes in powder and you add water to it and put it on. It's supposed to help with acne.
Yeah. How long do you leave it?
It says 5 to 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
I leave it on for like 30 minutes.
And you have to
just dries
have
out.
a headband push your hair back? The whole
I had
thing?
long hair, I did, yeah. Yeah. But, yeah, you don't really want to go out in public like that as a guy. But it helps. It just like sucks all the oil. Like you can feel it, your face. Like you can feel like your heartbeat in your face. It's crazy.
And you put it on your beard?
Yeah.
All the way all over your beard too?
Yeah, and then it dries and you can't move your face at all. But it does take out all the oil and stuff.
And does it have a cooling sensation when you take it off?
No, it just looks like mud. it's terrible. If my dad found out I was doing face masks,
that's what I was wondering. What
he would die. He would die.
What a great endorsement, though. You can feel your heartbeat in your face.
It's crazy. And that's how they kind of promote it. Yeah. They're like, feel I forget what they said. I don't know, but I learned about it years ago. And I have a jar of it I've had for 5-6 years. About every 6 months I'll do it.
So if you walked in and your boyfriend, Alexis, was standing there because he wasn't expecting you to be back and he's wearing this mask, this beauty mask treatment thing.
Oh, he would get so roasted.
I get it.
I would bring him cucumber slices. Like
I've seen guys do the under eye masks now, and the beauty routines are out of control. So I do that. That one again. I wash my hair with a bar of soap.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm picking on you about it.
Yeah, I don't indulge in that kind of stuff, but it helps with the acne. So every once in a while, but it's not cool. I get it.
But you don't have acne, so
yeah. Well, I do.
I mean, it looks like your skin's clear now.
Yeah.
Because of the mask.
Mm-hmm. When's the last time you did
mask, girl? I don't know. Probably around September, October.
Okay, so you post pictures and videos next to you because that's a beauty consultant.
I did. Well, no, I tell you, because I put this little towel on my dog's head, and I put that was the day I put the mask on, and I was going to take a selfie with him, like, oh, we're having a spa day. But I was like, I'm not posting this picture. It's funny, though.
Yeah, your dad would love that.
He would not like
what?
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
If you're still an influencer, you're living on borrowed time, because now there is something called, and I think this is really sad, and it just says a lot about who we've become as people. Now, the hot thing is to not be an influencer, it's to be a de-influencer. The de-influencer tells you about products you should not buy, things you should not be involved in.
And it's just so expensive. Like, this is insane. It's so expensive. This one's easy. The Ugg boots. Don't buy them. They're going to be out of fashion just as quickly as they came into fashion.
So her whole thing is to tell you what thing don't buy fragrances. Here's why you shouldn't buy these particular items. There was this one. There's somebody who's a de-influencer about fast food. What is so funny, TJ?
A de-influencer.
He's so dumb.
Oh, now I got it.
She out here influencing D's.
I'm a D.
Look at her. Look, what's her name? What does she do? Oh, she's a de-influencer.
She's a de-influencer. I guess it all depends on how you say it. But isn't there something sad about that? That rather than the de-influencer. My point is that's becoming the hot thing now.
Yes, it is.
Is to be somebody who tells people don't do this, don't do that. This product sucks. That's terrible. Here's why you shouldn't buy this product.
Yeah.
There's something mean about that. And I don't know. I don't want to be a de-influencer.
Too late.
Some people can't help it.
Yeah, that's true. Some people can't.
You didn't even know you were a de-influencer.
Yeah.
Stupid.
I done got hot.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
It's a simple question. When did your parents, or I guess you as a parent, experienced a wardrobe malfunction? If your parents experienced a wardrobe malfunction that was embarrassing to you as a kid, and it's funny, then we want to know. The lady says, when my husband and I started dating, my mom came to my husband's window to lean down and talk to us. When she leaned over, she had no bra on, and all you saw were sack of boobs.
Oh.
She said, I was mortified. My husband was like, your mom just had her boobs all dangling in my face.
Heads up.
That's what you like to hear. Yeah.
What's the deal? What's What's the deal with your mom?
Well,
what's going on there? Hey, tell your mom to check herself.
Tighten up.
Eric said, wardrobe malfunction. My dad is in his 80s now and uses a walker to get around. One Sunday leaving church, I guess he didn't have his belt tight enough and his pants fell all the way down. Of course, he was not fast enough to catch them before they fell down.
At church.
At church.
But as you know, he's with the walker, so both of his hands are on the walker. So if his pants start to fall, then it's going to be hard to catch them.
I had a wardrobe malfunction at church before. I've told you guys where I went to the bathroom and my skirt got stuck.
Yeah.
And I had to walk all the way to the front of the church, and I didn't know until I sat down.
Got stuck on what?
My underwear.
The back of hook?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Got stuck in your underwear?
Yeah.
It's not a good look.
No, it's not.
It wasn't going to help your dating status.
At all.
My parents never had any wardrobe malfunctions. My dad didn't. Neither one of my parents were the type that would go. You know, like if they took us to the lake or something to swim, like my brother and I, they would never get in the water or they just watch us.
Yeah.
They'd put up a lawn chair and watch. They weren't swimming people.
Yeah.
You had dysfunction, but not malfunctions.
Yeah.
As you've told us before.
Right. So, but my mom was in her in her nightgown a lot when my friends were over. She didn't mind about that, being in a nightgown and a robe.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm. If they were spending the night, I mean, she wasn't running around like that in the middle of the day.
Yeah. But didn't you say you would see sometimes your mom pull her pants down on her way to the bathroom?
Yeah, she'd start pulling her pants down before she even got to the bathroom.
It's wild to me.
I guess it's kind of like you, Riggins. We say every time you go to the bathroom, it's an emergency. You and your brother. So, yeah, she was always in a hurry. She's like, huh. But, I mean, I never saw... I'm sure I saw things that, you wouldn't want to see, but nothing bad.
Yeah.
I always, though, you learn from things. Your parents teach you things to do and what not to do. Sure. So I've always made sure to wait until I get into the bathroom before I pull my pants down.
Thanks, Mom.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We never run out of toothpaste, and I always wait until I get in there to pull my pants down. Okay, there is a survey out about something that people want to be changed as a rule in society, a cultural norm that people are now speaking out, wanting to change. Shocker, shocker, shocker. That's all they do. Want to change the norms. Tell you what it is and see if you agree. Coming up next.
Live from the Calitrin Studios. Find out more about Calitrin at acetj.com/weight loss. More of the Ace and TJ Show next. Want to see your business on Ace TJ TV? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. AceTJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
This year, make the most of winter in Gaston County. Yes, it's winter and the days are shorter and it's tempting to hibernate, but there are all sorts of ways to have fun, both indoors and out right now in Gaston County. Outdoors, there's fast and dry snowless sledding at the chutes at Crowder Springs, ice skating and more at the Whitewater Center, and it is the perfect time for a great winter hike in Gaston County. If you want to stay indoors, you can. As always, great shopping is abundant all over Gaston County. Indoors or out, the winter is a great time to make some memories with your family in Gaston County. Get details now and see all of the incredible opportunities to have a great time this winter that are happening in Gaston County at acetj.com/Gaston.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
All right, so how are you like Alexis? Alexis is starting a journey today It's sort of it's a journey.
It's a journey.
Spiritual, physical, mental.
I'm gonna refine myself.
You're gonna refine yourself.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna start a diet, basically. So, but it's a journey.
Go through all that. Where she started a diet, so
she's looking to turn things around. I guess I don't know.
Can I ask one quick question?
Yeah.
What is your goal?
To just be healthier, have healthier habits, eat healthier, be more conscious about what I'm eating.
Mm-hmm. So to be on a diet.
Get a Ferrari.
Lose a little bit of weight.
How are you like Alexis? Now, I'm a lot like Alexis, I think, in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing's coming to mind, but I'm sure I am a little bit like her. But how are you like Alexis, knowing what you know about her from her being on the show? Kelly said, because I would already have treats stashed to cheat on that diet.
Ooh.
That's how I'm like Alexis. Now, Alexis did say when we first started talking about this, she was already planning about where she's going to hide to eat her snacks and what she's going to do with the wrapper so that her boyfriend doesn't find them and call her out on cheating.
Mm-hmm.
Have you changed? Are you still planning that kind of thing?
No, I'm going to try to do it fair and square, and I actually ate my last bit of car snacks yesterday.
Oh, you did?
I did.
So now there are no more car snacks?
There are no more car snacks.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have been the first time she had to hide wrappers from her boyfriend.
Boom!
Get in the closet. Get in the closet.
Come on. Get in there. No, that's not nice.
I like Henry here who said, I'm like Alexis in that I like to eat, and I too struggle with self-control.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I do. I struggle with
all right. I didn't wanna
self-control.
put that
No,
on
he's
you.
right.
All right.
You're right, Henry.
All right. How are you like Alexis? Kenzie said, because we be blazing.
Yo. Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day. So I was thinking we were going to get some sort of profound answers. Like, I envy the relationship she has with her mom, but no. We be blazing.
Hey, it's 420 every day.
We smoking weed.
And then this lady said, I'm 4'8", short like Alexis. Happy birthday, Lynn!
Like she's going to sneak it in.
Who's Lynn?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Happy
They took their
birthday.
opportunity to give a birthday shout out, and it just got on the radio.
That'd be something I would do, though, so that's kind of like me.
Yeah.
Lauren says, I know exactly how she feels every time I get my lashes done. # lash life.
Oh, Lauren, I can't wait till Friday. That's when I'm getting my lashes done because your girl's struggling right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Look at these.
Yeah. You got
hello.
You got that naked mole rat look going.
Yeah, it's starting to come through.
Well, I'm glad you're doing it on Friday because the next day she comes in and she's just like guns blazing and she's mean and she's
nobody likes that.
You know? But Patricia has sort of the answer I think I was looking for. She said, being an empath, I absolutely agree that other people's energy can impact you. Not only your mood, but it can feel like your entire soul is drained.
Yep.
Keeping good company is vital.
It's very true.
That's the kind of answer I was expecting from this.
Being an empath is a hard job.
Is it hard?
Let me tell you. Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know what an empath was. That means like you're respective of the vibe. You're respectful of the
you
vibes.
take on people's energy. You can come into a room and you can feel the energy from the other people. You can feel other people's emotion.
Yeah,
Really?
everybody has that.
Really?
Yeah. If you walk into a room and there are two people in the room and they've been arguing, fighting with each other, and then you walk in, you feel that heaviness, and you're like, oh, it's awkward in here, that kind of thing. So everybody must be an empathologist.
It's not special.
No.
Actually, it is, but
No,
we'll
it's
get
not.
into that. In a minute.
Everybody can do this. Somebody's in
Scientifically
a bad...
proven, it's only about 3 or 4% of the population. It's highly sensitive.
Okay, well then how do all of
But-
these self-help books say surround yourself with positive people?
Yeah.
So it affects everybody if you're around negative people all the time.
Yeah, but that's not what an empath is someone that I can go to one person and I can feel that they're sad for whatever reason. I can tell if they're a good person or a bad person.
Oh, you mean like a psychic?
No, not like a psychic. You just
like
feel
a
it.
psychic. Okay. All right.
Nothing like
Nothing like that. No, he's just trying to pop someone's bubble, dude.
Yeah.
That's all he's trying to do. He always trying to pop your bubble.
Because your bubbles is like Chinese spy balloons. They got to come down.
No, they don't.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv. You and us.
There's a pretty universal, almost universal rule in U.S. America, where if you go into a restaurant, usually, but pretty much any business, they say no shoes, no shirt, no service. Like you can't go into places most of the time without a shirt or without shoes. 13% of people that were just that was just surveyed said that restaurants should allow people to go in barefoot. That's what it says.
Get out.
And that's most popular among young male adults, primarily living out west. So surfer dudes.
Yeah.
And then they also said that 6% of people claim that they always go barefoot, no matter what. 18% said they do it much more often. 19% said that they might occasionally, and 52% said they'd never do it. Like I would, never go into a restaurant barefooted. But the reason for the rule, from what I understand, is not because your feet look nasty and people don't want to look at your feet, because you can wear flip-flops in there. It's for safety reasons. If you go into a place of business and you step on something and it cuts you, the business doesn't want to be liable for having to, pay your medical bills and stuff. That's why. And it's just trashy.
Yeah, and just put some shoes on.
It's trashy to go into a place. If you're having to be reprimanded for going into a place with no shoes on, and they say, hey, you can't come in here like that, and you got to go put shoes on, when you get back out to your car, you need to pull the sun visor down and look in that mirror at yourself and say, I've got to fix my life. I just got reprimanded for trying to go into a place without shoes on, and I got mad about it. Pull that thing down, take a hard, long look at yourself, and you say, where is the next Trashy People Anonymous clinic that I can get into? And you go in, hey, my name is Ray, and I'm a trashy person. And they'll say, hey, Ray, you'll get a sponsor, the whole thing. And there's something else that is, glaring to me in this story, is that the term barefoot doesn't make sense. Shouldn't it be bare feet? Because you're not going in with one shoe on and one shoe off. Now, I grew up saying barefooted, is what we said, barefooted.
Barefooted?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's driving around barefooted.
Barefooted.
Bare feet?
But it should be bare feet. Because it's both feet. It's not just one foot.
You say, don't you say that sometimes? He was bare feet.
Yeah, I say it sometimes.
Bare feet, yeah.
I get that makes sense. It's a valid point. That it does seem like it should be bare feet instead of barefoot.
But Riggins, I say a lot of things that are correct that people probably think I'm crazy because they say it incorrectly.
When you say persnickety,
pernickety,
that's just
pernickety.
Yeah, but is that right? I guess that's right.
All right, and
you're the only person I've ever heard say pernickety.
But that means that I'm the only person you've ever heard that says it correctly.
Well, maybe.
Same with February.
February.
Yeah, he pronounces the R. Isn't that annoying?
So annoying.
It's so annoying.
Oh, I say February.
February.
Shut up.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We're just happy being dirt bags.
Yeah, y'all might as well go to that Trashy People's Anonymous meeting.
We'll do Now Trending coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
The Ace and TJ app is made possible thanks to our friends from Papa John's Pizza. They've got those new Papa pairings. Join two of your favorites for a great deal. Or the new Crispy Parm Pizza, now on the menu. It's Parmesan cheese baked directly into their signature thin crust pizza. You can order it online, papajohns.com.
So earlier in the show, we were talking about things that were cool, then weren't, now they are cool again. And we've gotten some great responses. Here's a good one. Finding clothes at Goodwill
is cool now.
Yeah, okay. yeah. It's one of those things that's become cool again because now that it's not buying used clothes, now they're thrifted.
Thrifting.
This lady said we were made fun of when we were kids for buying used clothes, but now that they're thrifted, it's totally cool. Taylor said fanny packs have become cool again. They were cool for a while, then they became really uncool, and now suddenly they seem to be kind of cool again. The mullet has come up several times. One lady said, and I kind of thought that was on the already gone again.
Yeah, it was cool, not cool, cool, now not cool again.
Yeah. Here's an interesting one from Tyler because I know Riggins disagrees. Tyler says golf, live golf is changing the game.
Yeah, I mean, I like bringing some new ideas, but I'm not sure that's going to work.
Yeah. Let's see. Cool, not cool, cool again. Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
it's a good one. He was cool for a while, then he went through that weird phase, and that Matt Lauer jumping on the couch. He became not cool, and now Top Gun's made him super cool again.
Still going to hell.
Yeah, maybe so.
Worshiping aliens.
Bailey said one that Alexis said after we finished talking about it earlier. New Balance shoes.
Had me buying some New Balances to mow the grass.
Yeah.
Now they're cool again.
Ashley said ramen.
Ramen's always been cool.
Yeah, I mean,
I think for a lot of people it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't for a while, and then there's a younger generation that kind of made ramen cool again. We mentioned Champion brand athletic clothing. Somebody said, "Hey, in the early '90s, that was a Kmart brand."
Yeah,
and now it's become the thing again. Michael said vinyl. It was the only way to listen to music. Then it died out. Now it's back in a big way. And Sandra said wearing sunglasses indoors, and the first comment was, "How is that cool?" From somebody.
Yeah, that's never cool. Never has been.
Nope.
You make sure initials be DB.
Just you and us. This is ACE-TJ 5G.
Crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. I just read a headline. All I did is a headline from the CBC. It says, "Owl attacks 6 people in Killarney Provincial Park." And Alexis says, "Don't start with making people think owls are evil because she likes owls." That's how
your anti-owl agenda.
Anti-owl because I read a true news headline.
No, because you know what you're doing. You know.
Yeah.
What am I?
Oh, you know.
It's propaganda.
Exactly.
Yeah. He's putting the anti-owl propaganda out there. He never reports the good stories about the owls. It's all the bad stories about the owls.
When the owl saved that kid from the well, he didn't even talk about that.
Where was that story at?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see that one.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a true story?
No.
I was just curious. I didn't know.
I did do that story though, where I was taken up for the owl in that situation where that pit bull ate it. That story.
Mm-hmm.
And the pit bull ate all those owls.
You see what you're doing? It's ugly.
What?
Yeah. No, cuz.
But I said those owls were heroic because they saved that toddler.
Yeah, but you're... I don't even want to get into it.
It's ugly.
It's ugly.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
Dunkin' Donuts is rolling out breakfast tacos this week.
What?
Trying to get into the heated breakfast wars, fast food breakfast wars. So they've got these breakfast tacos. They're about $3 a piece. Flour tortilla.
Yeah.
TJ, that's up your alley. Stuffed with scrambled eggs, melted sharp white cheddar cheese, and fire roasted corn, and topped with a lime crema. A lime crema at Dunkin'.
No way.
We love a lime crema.
Nice.
Yeah, I like a La Crema.
The crema is really good.
Wine.
It's good wine.
Yeah. I have a breakfast taco every morning. So what I eat, the same thing every morning.
You have a breakfast taco every morning.
Mm-hmm. I make it at home, but I put fried eggs on it, not scramble.
You're speaking my language.
Mm-hmm. Leave them a little bit runny.
Yeah. In the
yes,
tortilla.
sir.
Boom.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Not bad at all. Love that. So yesterday I was talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine getting jumped in that bathroom at the gym in South Florida. I think it wasn't Miami, but South Florida, I think. Somewhere.
Yeah, they said South Florida.
Yeah. Now he's in the hospital, and they have him in a private room, a guarded private room, because they're, I guess he's afraid that there's going to be more attacks on the way, even in the hospital. And all I could think about was that WWE Raw when Vince McMahon was in the hospital, and then Stone Cold Steve Austin posed as the nurse.
Tagged him with the bedpan.
And hit him with the bedpan? Yeah. That's all I could think of for some reason. I don't know why.
And I've seen several things about that. He legit hit him with that bedpan.
Wait, this was like real life?
Yeah. Vince
No.
McMahon, well, yes.
It was part of the story.
I was like a
In the
skit.
wrestling.
Yeah, but he was
Okay.
in the hospital,
Okay.
and Stone Cold Steve Austin gave me a big hell yeah and busted up in the hospital room. And
He's dressed as a nurse, and then he turns around and he's like, oh! And then he hits him with the bedpan, and
Yeah.
Vince McMahon's
And I
like,
mean-
oh, God.
and I mean, he clocks him with the bedpan.
It was the dumbest thing
Wow.
I've ever. When you're 10, it was the greatest thing I've ever seen on
Or
television.
30, which is what I think what I was at the time.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. Either way, it was cool.
Almost 30. I don't know.
But who attacked somebody in the hospital?
Well, I
mean,
think
it's crazy.
it could be up to about every other movie or TV show that I watch. There's some either victim or criminal in the hospital where the people trying to kill that person get the guard away from the door somehow and sneak in, and they either catch them right at the last second before they kill the person, or they go ahead and get it done.
Really?
Yeah.
So there's a theme going on.
Yeah, because I mean, when people are injured when committing a crime or whatnot, they have to be, handcuffed to the bed and all that in the
that's true.
movies.
That's crazy. So Alexis has tried Snoop Dogg's wine. It's called 19 Crimes, right?
Well, 19 Crimes has a wine that Snoop Dogg collaborated on, but they have other wines and stuff.
Okay, all right, I got you. Well, he's got a new beverage coming out. It's called Indo XYZ. It's his new coffee. He recently took a trip to Indonesia and apparently learned a lot about coffee. So he's got two different types: a canned iced coffee that'll sell for $5.99 per can, and then a bag of coffee beans that's going to retail for about $18. But again, it's like, what does Snoop know about coffee?
But he went down and learned.
That's what they're saying. I went to Indonesia and learned a lot about coffee. It's like, come on, dude.
But you know what? I give him credit for continuing to try to get into different things. Even like he's gotten older. Like he could just be hanging out at home. He didn't have to work anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's worth like $300 million.
Yeah, like you don't have to be doing all that.
Yeah. So is this interesting to you, Alexis?
I'll try it.
Snoop coffee?
Especially that iced coffee in the can. Why not?
Yeah. So he'll
Why are
probably-
you laughing, TJ?
It's cute.
He's such a hater, bro. You're such a hater,
What I'm
bro.
really laughing at is Rob making fun of you for drinking Snoop Dogg wine when you were messing with him about blueberry wine.
Right.
19 crimes, okay.
We got a couple of wine connoisseurs battling it out here between Snoop and blueberry wine.
It's really the criminal aspect of it that makes it so cool and enticing.
You guys are transporting me to the Napa Valley right now. So there's a new spot opening up. If you're way into the Loch Ness Monster, I've got the perfect job for you. Pays great, great perks. You just got to get yourself over there. I'll tell you how to apply coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace Show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Let's go boom.
So, yeah, listen, we tell you about Calitrin every day. And is this time to be talking about Calitrin right here?
It isn't, but go ahead, tell them.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I did just find.
Sorry, I apologize.
Stop.
We're so I'm just into the show so much, I'm not paying attention to the schedule.
It's all right. I got something even better.
Talk about wrestling.
Yeah, I found a cute little cocktail recipe on delish.com, which I have bookmarked. Delish.com, and it's called and I think everybody's gonna love this, Cottontail Margarita. Just perfect in time for Easter. And it's got, you rim the margarita glass with marshmallow fluff.
I'm listening.
And then you roll that rim in toasted coconut or regular, not toasted coconut, regular coconut. So it looks like a little fluff. And then you put a little marshmallow on the side. And it looks like a little fluff cotton ball tail. But the actual cocktail is, the margarita is coconut milk, tequila, triple sec, pineapple juice.
So it's like a combination of a pina colada and a margarita.
Exactly. And maybe a little bit of lime juice, ice for serving. But then when you pull it out, it looks like little dang bunny tail or something like that. Perfect.
How cute.
It's like a creamy white. Looks like a little bunny rabbit.
I love it.
Look at that little bunny. It's like a bunny.
So
That's
cute.
kind of cute.
I love that.
I don't know. I've never heard of an Easter cocktail. But
yeah,
why
that
not?
is cool.
Love that.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know though how I would like tequila in those flavors though. I mean,
tequila with the milk.
Right.
Yeah, I've
I'm
never had
usually just
tequila
a
with
regular
milk.
lime margarita person. I don't like other flavor margaritas.
I've had tequila with coconut milk for a coconut margarita, but
Yeah,
that
I
was
think
about
that's
it.
what this is. Coconut milk.
Oh, well, then it probably would be really good.
Is it?
And
Yeah.
pineapple.
And pineapple, maybe. What is what's the hot drink right now? What's the hot cocktail? I heard Jody talk about espresso martinis that your daughter is
Yeah.
into. Is that
she loves those.
What's a hot cocktail that's cool to order?
Right now, I don't know. I haven't been drinking.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you're sober.
I'm sober.
There are so many of them now
Yeah.
because there's so many people that do those quick videos on social media that mix them up. There's a guy named Tim the Tank.
Yeah.
And he does a lot of them. But if you try to do as many as they're doing, I mean, it'll break you. You don't have
It's
money
too
to be
much,
doing
right.
that.
Yeah.
And all those mixers and the extra little syrups and stuff, that costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
I always thought it'd be so cool to have that apartment that has that drink
Yeah.
cart in the corner where it's got all the liquor. But I don't drink liquor like
And
that.
someone
so-
comes in and like, can I fix you a drink? Would you
Yeah.
like that on the rocks?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
cool.
to have
Yeah.
that stuff would be cool, but I just don't.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
This is Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
A mortgage.
So picture yourself, you're out getting some peace and calm in your life. You're at a community park doing a free yoga class outside. You're namasteing all over the place. You're mindful. You're breathing properly. Your child's pose and downward dog and all them other ones. And all of a sudden, something smacks you in the head. It feels like somebody just hit you with a hammer. You look up, and it is an iguana that has fallen out of the tree onto you. Now you got to go to hospital. This guy was doing the yoga out in the park. And an iguana fell out of the tree onto him in Miami.
Because it's cold?
I don't know. It's just that those things, if you are at a restaurant and you're eating outside and it's not in the middle of the city area like of Miami or what's the neighboring to Miami?
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. Because we were in Fort Lauderdale one time. We were sitting outside at a little place eating burgers in a little hippie-looking place. And the next thing I know, my little friend Jenny just starts screaming, blank that, blank that, blank that, and then running away. Because an iguana had just jumped up on the little fence right beside her where she was sitting in the booth.
Trying to take y'all's food?
No, just walking.
Oh,
like they'll just
no.
jump up on things to get because they pretty much have the run of the place.
So the guy ended up having to go to the hospital?
Yeah, he was hurt. He's all right. It says he'll be okay. But yeah, those things are heavy.
I looked it up. The average weight of an adult male iguana is 8.8 pounds. So it's like having a 10-pound weight dropped on your head out of a tree.
Yeah, they're huge. But no, Alexis, I don't think iguanas are cheeseburger. They're not the Hamburglar.
Bro, you
trying to
better-
steal food.
You trying to take your food?
I punched that iguana. You know about to take my tacos.
That's what she was worried about. And he tried to steal your food?
Yeah, like what?
I know he didn't try to steal her food.
Square up. Iguana. I saw for a real iguana. That's fighting.
You better watch out, iguana.
Yeah. We're not doing that around here.
And he tried to take your food.
Trying to take your food?
Just like
I'm a peaceful person, but I will kill an iguana.
I'll choke it out.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
I'm going to try.
Don't do it,
Very
girl.
last day.
Yeah, you keep working on that dream, girl. Don't give up.
So why we got 2 days in a row of no hat and curls?
Because my curls be looking good for the last 24 hours, so I thought I would give you guys another day of it.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel so honored that we got some good
You guys
looking
can see my,
curls 2
and my
days in a
face,
row.
my full face.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So all weekend you'll be wearing a hat though, making up for it.
Yep.
I got my curls on fleek today, as the kids say.
Mm-hmm.
They popping.
They are popping.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna wear them.
Well, it started out wet yesterday, but then it got dry, didn't it? Wasn't it
It was
real
a
wet?
low. It was a low wet
was a little
when I
wet.
came in. Yeah.
But
Just a
man,
little
once
bit.
it dries, it's like it's like plugging in a yeah, plugging in this neon sign, so it's glowing.
When you so like, I just because I don't know how this works, I'm not being critical. I'm just asking. When you wake up, you're like, okay, curls are popping today. Do you do anything to it then to try to formulate something or get a shape to it, or you just kind of go with it, let the wind do what it wants to do?
Just spray a little water and let's see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that sometimes it can be wild, sometimes it can be tame, sometimes it's moving, sometimes it's not. Okay.
It goes with how my personality is going to be for the day.
Mm-hmm.
Do you let the wind style it?
I'm just asking how you
Give
go
it some
about
type
doing
of
it.
shape?
Yeah. Because sometimes it looks kind of wild and sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know if there's a look you're going for or you're just letting it happen. I don't know.
How do I say this?
That's not what I was going for. I meant her in particular, not all Hispanic ladies.
Your Latino hair.
Let's do Now Trending with Rick.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
Is it the wind?
Is it when you're stylist?
Well, okay, you want to be honest with
Is
you?
it the desert wind?
Wait, hang on. I'll be honest with
From
you.
home country.
No, here's why. Because sometimes it just looks like it's just crazy, and I don't know is she putting any effort into it or not. That was the basis of my question.
Well, that's even better.
It's not. it had nothing to
crazy
do with-
hair. What do you?
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's all right, let me say this some way you'll understand. It's loco.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ show live, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and wake up with us every morning. This is Ace TJ TV.
Okay, we tell you every day about how great Calitrin is when you're looking for help losing weight. Adding Calitrin into your life can really help you. It's scientifically proven to help you lose weight and get better sleep. But if you just go to their website, you can get there through acetj.com/weight loss and just look at some of the success stories that they've had. There's a guy named Greg on their website. He's from Texas. And he has lost 125 pounds with the help of Calitrin.
125 pounds?
Yeah, said it saved his life. So we were talking to one of the bosses of Calitrin the other day, and she said that they have so many people that say, you know what, I've tried pretty much everything else. I've had no luck. And when I tried Calitrin, that was the thing that made the difference. Now, it's not a drug. It's not going to mess with any medications that you take already. It's not going to have a negative impact on those. And you can get a great price right now during the March Into Health sale. So when you order Calitrin, you buy 3 months, you're going to get 2 months free and $21 off. It's awesome. So go to acetj.com/weight loss and order Calitrin today.
You guys believe in the Loch Ness monster?
No.
No. Ace.
No.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
You don't believe in old Nelly?
Yeah. Do you?
No, I believe there used to be. There might have been at one time. There might have been something there.
Yeah,
It's not a monster.
I think there's definitely like
Yeah.
sea creatures.
Yeah. Well, the Loch Ness Center is looking for somebody to join the team. They need a new marketing person, somebody to handle social media. There's been a lot of new sightings in the last year, or so-called sightings, I guess you should say. But they said the Nessie story is one that lives in the hearts and minds of people all over the world.
Nessie.
As we prepare to reopen the Loch Ness Center, following extensive refurbishments, we're looking for talented, enthusiastic people to join our team. So you really got to believe Loch Ness Monster to take a job at the Loch Ness Center.
I'll tell you something that is a lot cooler than either the Loch Ness Monster or the Sasquatch, Bigfoot.
What?
That people don't really know about, that if you want to start hunting something that's a lot cooler than that, it's called the Rougarou.
The what?
The Rougarou is a wolfman type creature that lives in the swamps of Louisiana. So start hunting the Rougarou.
Is it this about like a Sasquatch, but swamp?
No, it's like a man's body, pretty much with a wolf head.
With a wolf head?
Yeah.
The Rougarou.
The Rougarou.
Yeah,
Come here, Rougarou.
Get over here.
French folklore and whatnot, but I believe in it. I think it's real.
Oh, you believe in that?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Like, if you believe in Loch Ness Monster, you probably also believe in Sasquatch. You probably also believe in the Rougarou, and you probably also believe in the
The Ciguanaba?
The Ciguanaba.
Ciguanaba?
Is that what you're talking about? The Ciguanaba? I feel like there's more things that go into believing in those things. Like, so here's my question. I'm not a redneck, but I blank. Like, I'm not a redneck, but I do believe there's a dang Sasquatch living up in the mountains up there. I'm not a redneck, but I do,
I have seen Rougarou.
I have seen the dang Rougarou. I'm not a redneck, but I do, I don't, it could be anything.
About things you do also?
Yes,
just,
like
okay.
the one thing that seems very redneck, even though you're not a redneck.
Right.
Like
I'm not a redneck, but man, I love monster trucks.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or you got, you left your wife because she wasn't into NASCAR, or your family member got kicked out at your kid's baptism. There's one specific redneck thing about it.
I'm not a redneck, but I hadn't missed WrestleMania in 20 years.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm not a redneck, but I blank. At the Ace TJ Show, we'll get your answers coming up next.
From the The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on Ace TJ TV. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Check out the new edition of Ace at Large on our YouTube channel. And maybe we'll have it up on our Facebook page today for you to check out. It's the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trails. Kind of keep an eye out for it today on our Facebook page. But 7 fantastic breweries, distilleries, wineries, all through Gaston County. Just one of the great things you can do in Gaston County right now. Go to acetj.com/Gaston. acetj.com/Gaston. Whether you want to make some memories with your family, whether you want to find something romantic to do, whether you just want to do something for fun and fitness, there are so many different things you can do in Gaston County. The Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail, obviously for adults, but it's so unique because it can be romantic. It can be just a bunch of friends hanging out. It can be kind of a discovery and interesting because there's so many different things on there. Each of the 7 locations different from everything before it. And you'll find something guaranteed that you will absolutely love on the Ridgeline Craft Beverage Trail. A great way to spend a Saturday or Sunday or anytime. Go to acetj.com/Gaston to find out more about what's happening now in Gaston County. acetj.com/Gaston.
There's a guy in Fresno, California. Is it Fresno that is the town in California that a lot of people are moving to, or that's a popular town? Because there aren't many in California. Most people are, it's a mass exit from there. Or is it San Jose? I think maybe San Jose. I don't know. But anyway, this guy's in Fresno, and he just got arrested for the 10th time in a month. So within a calendar month, he's been arrested 10 times. He's facing 18 felonies and 15 misdemeanors with all kinds of charges, including stealing 6 vehicles, DUI, vandalism, fraud, possession of a controlled substance, and a lot more stuff than that. So how is he out in the public long enough to commit that many crimes in a month. How is he still getting bail? How is he not being remanded, as we say in the legal world?
Doesn't it seem like after after 5 times in a month, we're just going to hold him in jail? Like he has to stay here now or something.
Yeah, I mean, all of these felonies, 18 of them.
18 felonies.
And the last time they caught him was Tuesday, under the deadline of a month. This was during the month of, let's see, was it January in the month? Anyway, there were 31 days. It was the 31st of the month when he got his last arrest to give him that, 10 times in a month.
That's hard to believe you can do that 10 times.
But again, it's California, though. They're not really what you call tough on crime in California.
Yeah.
But it's not even like they're saying, well, these are misdemeanors, and so he just, we're not going to hold him. We're not going to hold him without bail on these misdemeanors. 18 felonies. And when they caught him the last time, he was in a stolen vehicle and said he was driving to the police station to pick up his personal effects from the last time.
The nerve.
It's almost like he wants to be in penitentiary.
Yeah, like he just figures I can get 3 meals a day there and it's worth it.
Yeah.
He would drive into prison, driving to the jail.
I love that he steals a car to drive to the police station to pick up his stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
Yeah, they could have just waited for him there.
Yeah. Wow.
So I'm just looking for 3 hots and a cot, man.
3
That's
hots
all
and a
I want.
cot.
That's all I want.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
And the question is, which show member would you least trust with your darkest secret? And things have changed since I originally brought this up earlier in the week. Things have changed. Who would you least trust with your darkest secret? Right now, in the lead, with 35% of the vote, is Alexis.
Really?
They would least trust you with their darkest secret.
I wonder why.
Well,
I don't tell anybody secrets.
Maybe they figure because far too often you don't have complete control of your faculties.
Mm-hmm.
You think that could be it, Riggins?
Your faculties are out of order.
Yeah.
I always assume that means like pooping on yourself.
That's not what it
Control
means.
his faculties.
Your faculties.
It doesn't mean that.
Pooping yourself.
What is that?
Control my faculties.
Incontinence.
Incontinence. Yeah. That's the same thing. Oh, are they pooping on themselves?
It's not.
It's really
what
bad.
are you talking about? No.
Really bad, really bad. All his faculties are right there in his bed.
But speaking of pooping on yourself, Ace is runner-up in this poll.
Thanks.
A close second, but Alexis with a hearty lead.
But I predicted when you mentioned this the other day, I predicted I would win because I am bad to share things on the radio and I try not to.
Exactly. He actually has data and proven facts that he can't keep a secret.
But I've gotten better at it as I've gotten older because
no one's told you their secrets.
I wish I could remember that secret about you. I would tell him.
A secret.
That's losing control of your faculties right there. That's what that is.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. Yeah. Wanna be like me, yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
So much stuff up there, plus every Ace and TJ show at AceTJ TV or just go look at it. How about that?
Just do it.
Just go do it. We're talking about things that you do this one thing that's pretty redneck, but you don't identify as a redneck. Your pronouns are not red or neck. I'm not a redneck, but I blank. Maybe you wholeheartedly believe in the dang Bigfoots. Or maybe you got a family member that's gotten into a fist fight at every Easter celebration, Easter egg hunt, crazy stuff.
I hate to jump in, but I was just reading one that I think is awesome. What? Michelle says, I'm not a redneck, but I've never been to a NASCAR race that I didn't get into a fight at. Now I wonder how many NASCAR races has she been to? 3? 7? Wait, what's the number?
I ain't never been to one that I ain't got in a fight at. Damn. That's a perfect example. But something tells me
you're just a redneck.
You might you might be a redneck.
See, that's what I think would be interesting, to have people explain why they're not rednecks all the time.
Yeah, and it's like a lack of awareness, maybe. Like, some of these you got to wonder.
Yeah, I mean, you got a lot to overcome there. I'm not a redneck, but I've never been to a NASCAR race I didn't get into a fight at.
You, my dear, might just be a redneck. Allison said, I pretty much exist off Mountain Dew. And I said, well, how many are you drinking? And she said, well, I try not to drink more than 6 every day.
Oh, my God. 6, what are we talking? 6 12 ounces, 6 20 ounces, 6 2 liters?
Oh, Lord.
That seems like an acceptable number, right?
That's sugar.
I mean, I'm guessing the bottles, like 16-ounce bottles.
Yeah.
That's what most people drink. Isn't that the most common way to drink a soft drink? Is a 16-ounce plastic bottle?
I mean, when I was drinking Mountain Dew, I would drink probably a 2 liter a day. I don't know what the numbers add up to.
So let's say they're 12 ounces. Let's say they're 6 12 ounces. Per can, Mountain Dew has 46 grams of sugar.
Why are we getting into this sugar?
That's 276 grams of sugar a day.
It's not good.
170 calories per can. Hang on, 170 times 6. That's 1,020 calories from Mountain Dew a day.
Like, you could use those calories towards something else more delicious.
Yeah, chips or something.
Yeah, chili cheese fries.
Rob, when you were at your height, how long was that period where you were drinking a 2 liter every day?
I mean, when I was a teenager, and then in my early 20s.
Yeah, for how long? For years?
Years, yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's unreal.
And I got the diabetes.
Yeah, but you're not a redneck.
Yeah. No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I like a lot of redneck things, though.
Yeah. So. And Jenna just said, I love chickens. Redneck, but I do love those damn chickens. Jackie, who's an African American woman, she said, "I'm far from a redneck. Check the profile pic." But I get excited when Gretchen Wilson, redneck woman, comes on. I know every word.
Oh, who doesn't?
Yeah.
Robert said, "I'm not a redneck, but I do smoke Pall Mall cigarettes."
Yeah, you might be a redneck. Pall Malls.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody smoke a Pall Mall in a long time. Man,
Red and white box,
Yeah.
right? Is that it?
Unfiltered.
Yeah. Daniel said, "Hey, listen, I'm not a redneck. You can steal anything you want from me, but you better believe if you break into my truck and steal my dip, I will be mad."
Which, by the way, that's the number one reason people are breaking into vehicles nowadays.
Steal dip?
Steal their smokeless tobacco.
I'm taking this dip. Jamie said, "I'm not a redneck, but I love eating breaded and fried chicken gizzards." Now, that is a pretty redneck. I mean, I don't know any. Do you know a lot of people that aren't rednecks that eat fried chicken gizzards?
I was just saying, they're not that great.
They're
not
sound
they're not
great.
as good as chicken livers, that's for sure.
No.
But yeah, I mean, I know people that eat. I just think that's a Southern food, and that doesn't make it redneck just because it's Southern.
See, I see liver mush as like a Southern food, but like fried chicken gizzard seems redneck.
Yeah, liver mush is a strictly Southeastern food. It's not all of the South.
Yeah.
But you think everybody eats gizzards?
Said, "I'm not a redneck, but I made my wife watch the documentary on The Undertaker."
Yeah. Pretty redneck.
That is cute that they all think they're not rednecks all the time. It's adorable.
This is the Ace and TJ
Sit
Show.
down and watch this with me. Maybe we're all just getting dumber, and that's not a problem. We're going to find out coming up next.
Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
It's Thursday, and that means live from the living room tonight from my living room with my wife, Amanda. 7 Eastern on the Ace and TJ Facebook page and the Ace and TJ YouTube page. You can kind of double up whatever's easiest for you, and if you miss it, you can always go back and see it later on our YouTube channel, which is Ace TJ TV. So live from the living room tonight, sponsored by Hyatt Centric South Park. Great hotel where we were last week, showcasing their penthouse suite and some of their restaurants and so much more. So find out more, and a great place to stay in the South Park area of Charlotte, Hyatt Centric South Park.
Alexis, have you stayed in the presidential suite at the Hyatt Centric South Park, Charlotte?
I have not.
Wow.
I just stayed in the regular room, I guess.
Oh.
You did. You did.
Wow.
Mhm.
That's not cool.
Yep.
You should make a big stink about that.
It's okay. I'm not going to.
She had to share that room with a mop.
Shut up.
That's not cool.
You're staying in the janitor's closet.
I'll stay in the janitor's closet.
I was talking during Now Trending earlier. Giselle Bundchen did this interview with Vanity Fair, and she talked about how the reason that she and Tom Brady split up was not because he went back to football. She said it was a lot of things. Sometimes you grow together, sometimes you grow apart. But then it looks like Tom Brady, they're saying, is responding to this on his Instagram story with this quote. What is success? To laugh often and much, to win the respect of intelligent people and the affection of children, to earn the appreciation of honest critics and endure the betrayal of false friends. Bah, bah, bah. Now, that's a quote that wasn't written by him, so I don't know that this is exactly a direct response to her article in Vanity Fair. Doesn't seem anything like that, but that's what people are chalking it up to, that this was a betrayal.
Well, if he posts something like that about things, he doing right. Yeah.
Because that sounds like something a woman would post.
In
Just
response.
one of those vague things, yeah.
This is me. Clap it back.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
And
I mean, that's the way women do when they're upset about stuff.
Yeah.
So he'll do that.
Yeah.
In his Uggs.
He'll do it.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Get your head out of that. Get your head out of the WWE stuff for 2 seconds.
And you've got me hooked on this. I got that song stuck in my head now, that stupid country rap song. Roll Tide, Go Balls, SEC. I don't even know that girl's name.
There's this big viral video going around of this young woman doing a rap song in a flat bill snapback, and people have not been kind to her.
It's terrible.
It's not great. That's just one thing that's blowing up today.
I'm Team Upchurch. I think that's Ryan Upchurch's ex-girlfriend. If y'all aren't down, just got to get on TikTok and spend some time.
Get used to it.
Come on. Get with it, people.
Well, it's a perfect segue into what I was about to talk about. IQ scores are going down significantly. That's true. That's what I was going to talk about. I mean, they have all the studies and the research to show it, but it's like since the 1930s, I guess it peaked, but now we are in a steady decline, and they attribute it to a lot of things. Is that alarming news?
Yeah, it should be.
We're collectively getting less intelligent.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, well, and I've been saying that for a long time, and everybody just throws the advancement in technology and what people can do now with technology as being the end-all, be-all of what makes you intelligent and how people are more intelligent now because of that. But they can't string words together to make a sentence to somebody in person.
I think a lot of it now could be that we're also, from an intelligence standpoint, we're more fragmented.
Right.
Like education was education in the 1930s. Now it's more fragmented. You might be super smart in one area, but overall not as intelligent. Make sense?
Yeah. So is it not possible to update those IQ exams to determine what constitutes an intelligent person? If we're learning different things, then the standard should be updated as well, or whatever they were using in 1932. Probably not the same smarts that you have in 2023, don't you think?
I think this is just general overall intelligence, not necessarily what you're good at. It's just in general overall intelligence. Just like, for example, the communication skills of your average citizen in 1930 and the vocabulary that they possessed in just regular people in 1930 was way, way above what it is now.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the way they spoke to each other and the way they had to use words to communicate, and you didn't even have to be, college educated or anything to have a vast vocabulary back then, but people did. They had, they had a lot better communication skills. But they probably, not many people could type.
Exactly.
Not as many people could type. Only secretaries.
Yeah.
So in other words, only women.
Exactly.
Back in 1930s, there weren't no men secretaries. I'll tell you that right now.
That's true.
They
Very
wasn't.
true.
Not saying that was a good thing. I'm just saying that there weren't. You couldn't. There was no such thing as a man secretary or a man nurse.
They didn't have male nurses?
No.
Yeah, I don't think they had many men teachers then either.
No. Men principals. And that was always a good combination.
Stop it.
Woman teachers, men principals.
But just stating facts doesn't mean he's against anything. They didn't.
That's a good combination.
Yeah, I just said it's a good combination.
That part he's
Okay,
joking
that's
about.
what
But I mean, those are facts. They didn't have men teachers, very few men teachers, and there weren't any male secretaries or nurses then in the 1930s.
There were men coaches and men principals and vice principals, and none of the lady teachers had to teach out of cages or, get video taken of them getting beat up by students.
Oh my God!
Well, you see that all over today.
Teachers getting beat up
by students. Yeah.
Alexis just found a paper she wrote in college, and she's been reviewing it. And I will say she's gotten a lot smarter since that paper was written. Yeah, a lot.
Ace and TJ.
You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
I mean, how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and
Oh.
they were like, "Oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs."
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
What version did you see?
I was gonna let it
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dopehead movie to me.
No. It's a very like brain type movie.
Oh,
A very like brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very like brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
that was like that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on Ace TJ TV. The Ace and TJ family presents Unfiltered, Uncensored, and Uninterrupted. Well, almost. Right here. Let's go! This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
So welcome. Earlier today, Alexis said that she she said that she doesn't think there's anything cool about a Hawaiian shirt. So you would never find a man being attractive while wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
No.
Doesn't mean that he can't be attractive in something else,
Right.
but when he puts on the Hawaiian shirt, that takes away his attractiveness to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, women can say that kind of stuff all the time. You know, I can't stand to see a guy in cargo shorts. But men don't say that very often about women. Like if there's an article of clothing that women wear, to say that they don't like it or women get all pissed about it. Because men aren't supposed to comment on women's clothes and their hair and things like that if they're going to do it in a negative way. Riggins, is there something like an article of clothing if women wear you don't find them attractive while they're wearing it?
I'm trying to think. I think the boyfriend jeans. I was going to call them dad jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Boyfriend jeans on women.
The high-waisted ones?
Yeah.
Is that the ones?
Yeah. Anything that's like that doesn't. I don't know. I don't want to be offensive to anybody, but
see, and that's
like
the thing.
a woman. Like there's something so perfect about a woman, and there's something perfect about men too.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, the attractiveness comes from like the woman's figure. So to put them in something that's not built for them, I guess, is not attractive to me.
Yeah.
Like it's like a woman with a mustache. To me, that's not attractive.
Weirdo.
You don't like that?
Most men love it.
But to me, it's like the same thing, like the big baggy jeans. It's like, no.
Okay, so you're not
Regardless
talking
of your
about that. You're not
size.
talking about the high-waisted ones. Then you're talking about the baggy ones
Yeah.
that are ripped and
Yeah.
that sort of thing. Because those high-waisted style jeans, that's the way girls wore their jeans when we were growing up. That was the style in the 80s.
But
Was
those
the
are
high waist and they come up like over their belly buttons and stuff.
tight and
Yeah. AC, you have one? If you see a woman wearing something, you're like, that's not a good look.
Yeah,
like
I may
that.
think in the moment it's not a good look, but there's not one that universally that I'm like, no, that's terrible. Because they can each, like those baggy jeans, normally not a fan, but it depends on what she's wearing with it. You could might be like, that's a cute outfit, that kind of thing. She looks relaxed and comfortable and very attractive, that kind of thing. So not many.
I have one, though, that I could never imagine it being attractive, in my opinion, to me. And that's any kind of open-toed white shoe, whether it's a white sandals or white wedges or heels.
Any open-toed white shoe.
Sandal type white shoe. It just stands out to me like, oh, wow. That's not really what would have been the best choice with that. And it may be a subconscious thing that I relate it to every strip club I've ever been into.
Yeah.
And there's the majority of the women are either wearing those clear shoes or they're white, and they got those little scuffs on and all that. But I just like you never see those on the red carpet. You never see a white sandal on the red carpet.
That's true.
Good point.
Do you have any, Alexis?
For a woman?
No, do you have white sandals or shoes?
No, I don't have white sandals or shoes. Oh, I do have white shoes.
I mean, white sandals or heels or
Yeah.
any open-toed white shoes?
Not open-toed.
Yeah. That's the trick to it.
Yeah. Because a closed-toe high heel white shoe can be like a classic.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's the sandal part of it.
I don't like those black sandals that came out a long time ago. Like they're like wedges with it's almost like can't think of the stretchy material that went over the top, but women used to love those.
It looks like cork on the bottom.
Yeah, I hated those.
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So what about a guy in those Tiva sandals that Velcro around the ankle?
No, I don't want any Velcro on any guy's shoe.
No Velcro?
No Velcro. That's why I don't even like going bowling, because for me, I have to wear the Velcro shoes because that's what comes on the kids' shoes.
Yeah. And that's some strong Velcro on those.
it.
Yeah, that is strong Velcro. Yeah.
I mean, you got to get two people to rip those apart.
It's ugly.
It's bad. But, usually men are just like, hey, when she's hot, she's hot. I don't care what she's wearing.
Yeah. I get that.
I don't know. No, there are other things that because I've always been, so observant about every little thing with somebody, but there are trends that women's fashion and styles go through, like certain trends with their manicures and things like that I don't. I've never liked the one nail being different color than the other ones.
Yeah.
I never liked that.
I'm not a huge fan of that, but it's whatever.
And I got to take it back. I was saying things that were made for men that women wear I don't like. I can't even say that because I love a woman in a baseball hat.
Yeah.
I think it's super cute. So that's not totally true all the time.
You just don't want to see a woman, like wearing a jock strap and a cup.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very specific example, but yeah. Well,
I mean, things made for men to wear.
Yeah. And I don't know, that lingerie bowl where they throw on them shoulder pads and
those real women football players, that play for real.
Oh.
A lot of those are pretty.
Really?
Yeah,
they're hitting each other.
I think most of them are all very attractive.
They're out there hitting each other and, piling on top of one another and tickling each other on the bottom of the pile.
Oh, dog pile. I want to be on the bottom.
That's what they're doing out there. I mean, they get penalized for it. Oh. That's a 10-yard penalty if you caught tickling one of the other women.
Come here. Gucci, good.
But anytime though a guy says something negative about something, even if a woman doesn't wear whatever the guy said that he doesn't like, they still get offended because he's still. You shouldn't even be saying anything negative about women.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, if they saw it on another woman, they'd be all over it. Can you believe what she's wearing? It's just that, that mind washing of men aren't allowed to say this or that.
Because y'all say dumb shit. Because y'all say dumb shit.
Yeah, we don't say as much dumb shit as women do.
That's a very intelligent answer.
Yeah, women say the most dumb shit.
Alexis,
I don't know about that. Rob, no one was talking to you.
Well, let me put it to you this way: we have a thing that plays during the breaks that says it basically says stupid shit. Alexis says.
It does not. It says hilarious, funny things.
But they're funny because they're stupid.
I hear multiple women say stupid shit every single day. I do.
What women are you hanging around with?
It's, seeing them on the news or on TV or on social media or whatever. I mean, just dumb shit.
Okay.
I mean, I hear men doing it too.
Yeah.
But so you just can't say men say dumb shit and women don't.
We need to just say people say dumb shit.
Yeah. Women say dumber shit.
Men say dumbest shit.
Dumb
shit. Times infinity squared.
Got you.
Roasted.
Try and clap back on that one.
They got special women's colleges with a master's degree in saying dumb shit.
I'll have you know I have a degree.
In dumb shit.
What's your degree in? A dumb shit.
Dumb shit.
Yeah, it's just all dumb shit.
I've got a Bachelor of the Arts in dumb shit.
I got Associates of the Arts. That's basically a dumb shit degree.
That's what yours is, Rob? The broadcasting school is an associate's degree?
No, that was before I went to broadcasting school.
Oh, yeah.
I went to Gaston College, and I just did 2 years and got enough to get an associate's degree in nothing.
So you're a gastroenterologist.
Yes, that's exactly what I would call myself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what is your associates in?
It's called the Associate of the Arts.
Oh.
And it's basically, I took all the basic classes because I was like, I'm going to go to a college after this. And I did not.
So that's community college?
Yeah, it's community college.
Yeah. So high school with ashtrays?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
When did you make the decision, I'm not going to go on and finish at a college?
Well, I finished the Gaston College, and I got a job, and I just never looked into another college. So, I mean, I didn't really make a decision. I just lacked making a decision.
But you can always, go back and get that, follow your dreams. I think I was in my 40s when I finally went and got my associate's degree from community college, called Mitchell Community College in Statesville, North Carolina.
Did you really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Never
I
knew
took a motorcycle safety course at the college one weekend.
Figure out what the catch was.
I got a degree. I technically got a degree from Mitchell Community College.
Do you get a degree in motorcycle riding?
Yes, I do.
Or do you get a permit?
I got a certificate. And I got my grades were excellent. I excelled that weekend.
I can't believe I didn't know that.
The whole time you were talking, I was like, how is he going to F this up?
Yeah. And you know what? It was half classroom learning, and then the other half was clinicals.
Oh,
clinicals?
Yeah.
No way.
The thick of
I
it.
cannot.
Yeah. We were riding motorcycles, the second part of the class, the course. So, yeah.
He must have been advanced.
That was my labs. That was basically, it was my internship at the Academy of North Carolina Motorcycle Safety.
Just the dumbest.
Seriously.
You're right, Alexis.
I usually am.
Guys do say more dumb shit.
Yeah, but y'all were dumb enough to fall for it all the way to the end.
Yeah, what a clever little prank you played. I went to college.
Share funny from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts
They are experienced and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
I mean, how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they
Oh.
were like, oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs.
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
What version did you see?
I was going to let it fly.
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dope head movie to me.
No. It's a very, brain type movie.
Oh,
a very brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
That was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on Ace TJ TV. Hey, it's funny, you'll share. The Ace and TJ family presents the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, we just got a great message from a guy named Steven. Says, sitting at the airport in Nashville, and I keep getting funny looks because I keep laughing out loud. I'm by myself with earbuds listening to Share Funny. Thank you, Steven. Thank you for the nice message and for checking out Share Funny.
What's he doing in Nashville? He's been at one of those bachelorette parties where he's riding around on the bike cab. Woo. I mean, the bar bike thing. Yeah. What do they call those?
They call that
a pedal bar, something like that. Something fancy like that. Yeah, there's really no reason for men to go to Nashville anymore unless it's for business.
Is that right?
It's all a woman town, just like Charleston.
Yeah.
Nothing fun for men in Charleston. It's all for women.
That's wild.
Yeah, I know. They take over every damn thing. Riggins, they're like stray cats.
Yeah,
you give them a little bit of feed and then they just swarm in. They tell all their friends and they all just end up taking it over. It's crazy.
I would be curious to know what the male to female population of downtown.
Daughter, when she was there for college, and then said she's gonna be moving back soon. They don't go into that area as much. That what's it called? Broadway area, where all the country singers bars are and all that. It's just so tourist and people are just flooded in there. They have other places in outside of the downtown area that they go and
It's like New Orleans people don't go to the French Quarter very often.
Right, because they want to stay alive. They have that weird thing where they don't want to get killed. Steven said he was the stripper at the bachelorette party. So good. That's the only reason he'd be there, for work. There is this this guy on the internet that I follow, and call me, a wuss if you want to, but I like his stuff because he's so uplifting, and in this negative world, you need somebody who's got a positive outlook on things and gives out what Alexis would say would be good vibes. He calls himself the Eunuch Maker. Eunuch Maker. Yeah.
Already.
Yeah, he's filmed himself castrating other men so they could appear on his Eunuch Maker website.
Oh God! What?
As a secret society.
Why?
So now he's facing trial in Westminster. And so he's not American. But can you imagine?
He's going to jail, but the people voluntarily let themselves be castrated.
Yeah.
So why is he going to jail?
Because it's still illegal.
I don't think you can perform that kind of procedure even in England at your house.
I mean, if you went to somebody,
they have different laws about, they don't have the freedom of speech the same as we do and all of that.
But I still think if you went in America, if you went to somebody and said, "Hey, if you showed up at Riggins' house and said, Riggins, I brought this machete. I want you to go ahead and there's nothing wrong with this. Cut this left arm off, if you would." And he did it. The police are still going to come get him for doing it.
But
because
why?
it's
Even
illegal.
if I tell the police, "Hey, I told him to do it."
Yeah, because you just those are the
That
types of
doesn't
things that
seem
shouldn't
right.
be doing. Yeah, you should be able to do that.
You should be able to do that if the person said it.
But he does all kinds of stuff like, and I can't read a lot of it. That's why I haven't gotten the details of the article because it's gross.
Yeah.
But he's being charged with removal of a man's penis.
What a straightforward
clamping another.
What?
So he's doing born, but West.
Your nuts, your nipples, your ears.
I'll freeze your leg.
Yeah, freeze your leg.
If you just want
variety of services.
Yeah.
We can freeze them, make your nuts look like M&Ms.
So easy. I have all the tools here. You just book your appointment. You come over, take your balls off. We eat pancakes. You go home.
They call me the Eunuch Maker.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't like it.
Yeah, it's not a good.
Oh, cool.
It's not really a good industry to be in. I wouldn't think.
What would make you make that decision? Like, what makes you see that or hear of that and think, that's the answer to my problems?
Right.
I'm going to go, if I had to just cut off, then what? I wouldn't worry about sex anymore and I could focus on my job.
Well, I mean, that's why people would be castrated, I would think. But, there are all kinds of fringe groups who encourage the men to be castrated so they could focus on the job of the group. For example, like those Heaven's Gate cult members, that did the whole mass suicide and everything in the 90s. The men were castrated so they could stay focused on what they had to stay focused on, the religious aspect of getting them out to that Hale-Bopp comet where they were supposed to go. And I know there are a lot of domestic terrorist type people that I've seen that are, Robert Rudolph types, bombers and things like that would be castrated so they don't have to focus. They think sex is a distraction from their mission.
The Heaven's Gate cult was different, but in most of the cases where you're in a cult and people have to be castrated either chemically or physically, doesn't it usually turn out that the guy that's the head of the cult is having sex with all the women?
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm gonna get all the guys in here to get castrated, but I'm gonna take care. I'll take care of all the ladies.
Is chemically with pills?
They use those drugs for rapists sometimes, in prison and all.
And they shrink up. That's what they do.
Yeah, because you stop producing testosterone.
What does that look like?
I can't imagine it's good.
Like little raisins. Ew, that's ugly. I already don't like them. And then shriveled up. Yuck.
You'd rather have them big and swanging
Yeah.
than shrivel up?
Yes.
But no, I'm not saying that Eric Robert Rudolph was castrated. First that.
No, there's no
I don't
getting-
think.
that's
You can go back, you can't go back and pick a new set of them. Say, you know what, I'm through with that part of my life. I want my nuts back.
With the chemical one, you might be able to, right? Because it just shrivels?
I don't know.
No, because that's one of the arguments now about the puberty blockers that they give kids, is that they haven't been doing that long enough to really know the results of it, and some people's law in that.
It's not like what Ace has been doing. He's messing with his nuts like every 6 months.
Right.
Cut it off. Cut him back. Put him back on.
Put it back on.
Cut him back.
Untie, untie.
Yeah, I feel bad for his nuts.
They're like, not again.
Come on, give us a break.
You just turned it back on.
They're both.
I just got comfortable here.
Both got bandages wrapped around,
Yeah.
like the emoji with the bandage on his head with the black eye.
He's like, make us
It's got
break.
one more to go, man. One more.
gonna fall off.
One more vasectomy, and we'll be done.
I don't
So
think
do
we
you
can
have to
take it.
wait? This is a question that you usually don't ever imagine yourself asking. Do you have to wait a certain time before you're in between nut surgeries?
No.
Yeah.
No.
So you could have gotten the reversal. Then, as soon as she got pregnant, you could have gone right back and said,
Yes.
put it back in drive.
Could have. Just a way to make sure everything turns out okay, and then, gonna get that get it vasectomized again.
Is that the word?
Yeah. I just thought of that. I like it though. I'm about to get vasectomized.
Man, your doctor looks at your nuts more than he sees his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "You in here again?
Yeah.
You have an appointment?"
They're making their money off you.
Oh yeah, that's true. But the vasectomy is way cheaper.
Oh, really?
Yeah, way cheaper than the reversals. Was expensive. But the vasectomy is not so bad.
So you'll get one between each kid, do you think?
Between each kid?
Yeah, like
No.
when you have another kid. After
We're not
this.
having anymore. This is it. This is the one.
His vas deferens will be off limits after this.
Yeah, that's what this is. It's one, one and done.
Yeah, no, we all believe.
And,
Yeah.
and
Might
the
as
whole
well.
the whole reversal thing was like like the band Kiss retirement, like one of those final tours or whatever. And he came in and said the reversal didn't work, and then he came back and goes, "You know what? She's pregnant."
Yeah, well, and he did say the first time they tested it hadn't worked, but he said because you're a little bit older, when you had your reversal, don't sweat it. It doesn't mean it won't work. And then the second time we went back, they were like, "Yep, everything's working great now."
Oh, okay. I thought it was just that first time they said you still could,
No, 'cause
but don't get your hopes up. And
Yeah, I think I came back. It was November. Everything's kicked into high gear now. You're in good shape. You're good to go.
I just looked up vasectomies, and they started using them in 1899. Can you imagine those
Yeah.
vasectomies?
That was the year he had it done.
Oh, good one.
Jokes.
Don't get your nuts all in a bunch.
what is that condition called where they get wrapped around each other?
Oh.
Torsion.
That I've seen pictures of that,
Yeah, I
like
haven't.
medical
I don't
pictures.
We know
Ugh.
somebody it happened to, and it is apparently very painful.
It looks like it would be so.
But I
painful.
still think he was just abusing his. That's why they were hurting so bad.
So they tell you not to play with it too much.
I know somebody else that it happened to. Said it's
somebody
very,
else.
very,
Like,
very, very painful.
He was just like pounding his constantly.
He was twisting his own nuts.
Like a dynamic speaker.
Hey, miss any part of Share Funny? Subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms. More Share Funny coming up. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them
704-439-6232. 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
I mean, how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they
Oh.
were like, oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs.
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
What version did you see?
I was going to let it
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dopehead movie to me.
No. It's a very, like, brain type movie.
Oh,
A very brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
that was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on Ace TJ TV. Share Funny has its own Ace and TJ family.
I think I've reached status in my life where I could be considered a fish sandwich entrepreneur. I mean, a fish sandwich connoisseur. Not entrepreneur. I ain't selling them.
You are a fish sandwich connoisseur.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're real good.
And I
haven't
love
had many
all
fish
kind of
sandwiches.
fish sandwich.
McDonald's fish sandwich, and that one at Bojangles is real good. I had that one time.
It's called the Bojangler. It's so good.
It's good.
And I like a fish sandwich that hangs off the bun.
Yeah.
Because you know what I do with it?
What?
I kind of break it off so it's the same. It fits in the bun, and then I take the excess and stack it back in the middle of it.
Well, that's a good idea.
So with a fish sandwich, it's just tender. You can bite all the way through thickness.
Most of them do hang off the bun except for the fish fillet, or fillet of fish.
Right. And it's nothing but a square fish stick.
Yeah.
Is basically what that is.
You need to try Jay's fish sandwich on his food truck.
Your boyfriend Jay's
Yeah.
fish sandwich. I
But
will.
you don't like cabbage, actually, so you might not like it.
Well, he can hold the cabbage.
Yeah. It's not the same.
Yeah, because I mean, that would be determining whether I like it or not. So hold the cabbage is the only way I would like it.
So we got some fish and some cabbage.
Yep. And
Cheese?
then no cheese. And then it has this special sauce that it's his mother's recipe.
Can I get cheese on it too?
You can get cheese on it. I always ask for cheese.
Yeah, so I get fish, cheese, little cabbage,
Yeah.
and mom's special sauce.
Round bun or sub bun?
Round bun.
Yeah.
What kind of fish?
I don't know.
A flaky
fish.
white?
Yeah, of course, a flaky white.
That's what I want.
And then the seasoning he uses for it is so good. It has a little, like a hint of spice to it, but it's very subtle. So good. Fried perfectly.
What's the very best thing on his food truck?
Chopped cheese.
Okay, that's the one you had that day?
Yes, I love a chopped
Is
cheese.
that the one he was
sandwich.
cutting up
Yeah,
in
when
the
he-
video? It looks amazing.
It's so good. Look at this fish sandwich.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
But
Right?
But I mean, the only reason that I have to kind of go incognito on these fish sandwiches that all the fast food places are advertising and all, is because I don't want them thinking I'm Catholic. Because that's why they do that. They do that during Lent for the Catholics. Because what is y'all's rule for fish, Riggins?
No meat on Friday.
And that's just during Lent or all the time?
A lot of Catholics do it year round.
Yeah, because we worked with this this Italian fella one time, and he would always come around and want to know who anybody wanted lunch from whatever place because he was going to get a fish sandwich because it's Friday.
Yeah. Now, growing up,
his name was Anthony.
Yeah, obviously. Even on every Friday, school lunch was grilled cheese and chicken noodle soup. But I was like, well, if we're not eating meat, why the chicken noodle soup? And I guess that was just like, oh yeah, but I guess you can have a little bit of the
it's
chicken.
a little chicken.
Just a little chicken was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no meat on Fridays ever.
Put a little hot sauce on a fish sandwich.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Oh, it's so good.
But I don't know. I do like a fillet of fish, like that classic McDonald's fillet of fish sandwich.
Yeah.
But it's probably way down my list of favorite fish sandwiches.
Let's see.
Arby's has a good one. Bojangles has a good one.
Doesn't McDonald's only put like a half a piece of cheese on the?
Yeah, I always ask for extra cheese.
Hang on, let's see. What are the best fast food
That
fish
steamed
sandwich?
bun is really good, though.
It's the only sandwich that does come with the steamed bun at McDonald's.
Really?
Have y'all ever eaten that Showmars fish sandwich?
Yes.
Because it looks really good in the billboards.
The Showmars fish sandwich is a contender.
Because it looks like it's got several fish, like real fish fillets that are stacked on top of each other in the bun.
Showmars is
So
delicious.
I just found this article that says the definitive guide, what they call it, a definitive ranking of the best fast food fish sandwiches. It puts 14 of them. It ranks 14 of them. I started at number 14, which is Jack in the Box. But McDonald's is number 13.
What?
Burger King Spicy Big Fish is 12. The Whataburger What a Catch Sandwich. Culver's is at 10. Let's see. Sonic is at 9. The DQ Wild Alaskan Fish Sandwich is at 8.
DQ.
Come on, now. You tell me DQ is better than McDonald's?
The White Castle Panko Fish Slider is at 7.
That sounds good.
6 is the Hardee's / Carl's Jr. Panko Breaded Fish Sandwich. Top 5, Long John Silver's Wild Alaska Sandwich. Number 4, Popeye's Spicy Flounder Fish Sandwich. Number 3, Wendy's. And number 2, Arby's. And number 1, Captain D's Spicy Giant Fish Sandwich. Now, obviously, they probably don't have a Bojangles, whoever wrote this, to include the Bojangler.
So, Rob, have you had a Dairy Queen fish sandwich?
No, I don't usually.
Well, why are you talking shit?
Well, because their other food is not good.
What?
I don't like Dairy Queen's food.
Oh, I think Dairy Queen's got some solid food.
I didn't even know they had a fish sandwich. I wonder if it's just during Lent like the other ones. Because Bojangles doesn't have theirs except for this time of year.
Yeah.
I need to try theirs. I've never had it.
It's the size of your head.
I love it.
I mean, it's huge.
No cheese or cheese?
You can get cheese on it.
Yeah, they
I
have
think.
cheese there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to try that.
It's really good. Riggins, you a tartar sauce person?
Hell yeah.
Ooh, I love tartar sauce, but only if it's homemade.
Oh my God. You so
snob.
bougie?
You can tell if it's not. I'm sorry, but I want homemade tartar sauce.
I'm thinking though that fast food places don't have homemade tartar sauce. I don't see them in there with a lot of fresh dill.
That's true. Mike's back there cutting up capers.
It's going to be just a minute. We're making it fresh.
We got the blenders going now. Food processing and
spoiled working at a seafood restaurant.
Yeah,
I just had to Google tartar sauce recipes. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what's in tartar sauce.
Mayonnaise and pickle.
I knew mayonnaise, and then I could have gotten pickles, but it says I can make this.
You take mayo and mix it up with hot sauce and use that because that's one of the main dips that we use for crawfish. Mayo and a little ketchup and then hot sauce. Mix it together. Put that on a fish sandwich.
Put that on anything.
But yeah, Rob, you pass by a Dairy Queen every day. Just about you drive close to one every day on your way home.
Is it the one across from the McDonald's over there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's in a gas station.
Yeah, I stayed in that hotel one time. It was for Ace's wedding. I stayed in the hotel right behind it.
So you meeting
Right, like what?
Eating suburban prostitutes over there before you go home.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds fabulous. The hotel behind the Dairy Queen.
Behind the gas station Dairy Queen.
Sounds fancy. That's the Ritz, right?
Right, 100%.
She. Yeah, there are a couple of hotels over there, I think.
Is there?
Mm-hmm.
There's a window.
There's
Hampton
one's
Inn.
called the Aloha Inn. The grass skirt swings in the neon lights.
Gorgeous.
So good. Yeah. Very nice.
But it's rare that Rob ever comes out with a hard opinion like that. He's like, the food from Dairy Queen is not good. He never says that about anything.
I just don't like it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
I will say I used to enjoy their hot dogs, but they changed something about them, and I don't like them no more.
They changed the dang hot dog recipe at Dairy Queen?
How do you
Holy God.
How do you screw up a hot dog?
I think it was like the chili on it. But
They might have
the
changed.
chili dog.
Yeah.
I don't know about now. It's been a long time, but I know their chicken fingers, steak fingers rather, used to be pretty good with some white gravy, and they gave you a piece of Texas toast and fries. It was delicious.
I will never order steak fingers at a Dairy Queen. That sounds ridiculous.
So you gonna only do yours at the Palm,
right?
Yeah. This is what my life has become. Rob is now judging me for ordering steak fingers at a Dairy Queen. Rob, of all people, is judging. Did you hear the way he said it, dude? Yeah. I would never order steak fingers at a Dairy Queen.
You're basically ordering chicken tenders with instead of the steak version.
Right.
Yeah. But I know that.
So it's
silly.
But I would go in and at least debate them over whether or not they should be called steak fingers or finger steaks.
Ew.
Yeah.
Steak fingers.
I think steaks that you're eating with your fingers would seem more like it. But that was, man, I never really got that when I was a kid at the Dairy Queen. I always wanted burgers and stuff. And they didn't have chicken tenders back then. When we were kids, they didn't have chicken tenders. That didn't come into play until the 90s. People eating chicken tenders all the time.
I didn't know that.
But a steak finger basket, I will throw down.
My dad, if any time we went to Dairy Queen or there's another, it was called Stark's Family Restaurant at one time or another, and Cotton Patch. He would always get the steak finger basket. And I never liked it, but I always wondered why they weren't called finger steaks. They're called steak fingers.
Yeah. One of the joys of it was they'd give you enough, you got some white gravy that was thick white gravy, and you could dip your steak fingers in it, but then also plenty left over to dip your Texas toast in as well.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
What's with the judgment, Alexis?
I'm not. It's just great food choices.
It was spectacular.
Yeah, you probably like it.
Dip your steak fingers in gravy.
It's basically chicken fried steak.
Yeah.
Is what it was.
No, I'm sure I would eat it. It just sounds funny.
Poor and everything.
This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny Podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using Ace TJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the
I mean, how'd you
Titanic
miss that?
sank.
Yeah, that's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they
Oh.
were like, "Oh,
I thought you meant
icebergs."
an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
what version did you see?
I was gonna let it
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dopehead movie to me.
No. It's a very like brain type movie.
Oh, a
No?
very like brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very like brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
That was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny Podcast on Ace TJ TV.
Let's go!
Riggins, what was it that that Alexis was reading earlier that she had written when she was young that you were laughing about?
She found a paper she wrote when she was 19 years old in college, and it was about like growing up, and you know, I think the title was "Parents Just Don't Understand."
Yep.
She's like, "This was really good."
I got an A on it.
You got an A on it.
Mm-hmm. And I was talking about how in the paper I'm talking about how I had been picked up by a police car one time because I was skipping school, and I said that I thought it was exciting because I had never been in a police car before, but that was 2 years before I got my DUI, so it was like a little Alexis that didn't even know what the future held for her.
Fun little foreshadowing.
I was like, it's so
Didn't
fun
even
to
know
be in
what
a
the-
police
yeah.
car. I've never been in one. It's exciting.
So it wasn't that you were in a police car because you had a field trip at school or anything. I mean, you were actually doing something that you weren't supposed to be doing and got in a police car. I still thought it was cool.
Yep.
Oh.
I remember that day too. I was skipping school and I was walking to my house and they picked me up at a pharmacy and they asked me what I was doing. I was like, "Oh, I'm walking to school. I was late." And they're like, "Oh, you were walking to school in the opposite direction?" And they're like, "We'll drive you to school." And so when they drove me to school, my English class was outside, my whole English class. So I'm like, "Oh, they're going to see me in a police car. They're going to think I'm a badass." I was in high school.
That was before you were a good liar. Where are you going? To school. And you're like, going the wrong way.
Exactly. Like so dumb.
I'm walking to school. Which one?
Did the English class indeed think you were a badass when they saw you getting out of a police car?
I don't think so.
Or did they just think your dad's a cop and he was dropping you off
Probably.
at school? Was that when you were still wearing your homemade clothes and stuff? And the uniform that your mom made you wear that other kids didn't have to wear?
No. This was in high school already.
All right.
This is when I would pack different clothes in my backpack to change at school.
Oh, yeah, because
I wanted to be a little hoochie.
That's one of my favorite stories you ever shared, though. The fact that you had to wear a uniform, but the uniform was not required at school.
At all. It wasn't even a thing. My mom was just like, "Well, people wear uniforms to school." I'm like, "Yeah, at private schools. Not at this public school."
It's not a uniform if I'm the only one wearing it. Really.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like
I'm
a-
just the kid that's wearing the same thing every day.
So your priorities
Love
in
that.
high school were not exactly where they were supposed to be. If you were thinking, "Oh, this is cool. Like I'm riding in a cop car," and I wanted to look like a hoochie.
Yeah, no. I mean, that was like the beginning of the end. After that was when my mom found out I had skipped like 3 months worth of school, and she sent me to go live in LA with my dad.
You skipped 3 months of school?
Yeah, because so when school first started, 9th grade year, I filled out all the paperwork and I put my cousin's phone number as the number to contact for anything. So anytime I would skip school, they would always call him. So my mom never found out. And it wasn't until a friend came down to visit from Boston, and I skipped school and she sneaked out of my house. It was the dumbest idea because I'm like, she's from out of town and she sneaked out during the day while her family was looking for a house here in Charlotte. And we didn't get back to the house in time, so my mom ended up going to the school, and that's when she found out I had missed 3 months worth of school.
Whoa. They said we haven't seen her in 3 months.
Oh my God, it was the worst.
She
It was
about
the
killed
worst.
So did your cousin tell him that you changed schools or something? What would your cousin say? Because, I mean, after a few weeks, they would say, something's going on here. We're going to send people over to see what's going on.
Yes, this is Alexis's father.
And they never checked into it?
No. Because all the paperwork I had filled out so that there was no way they could contact my mom.
I know, but even if they thought that your cousin was your dad or something, they would say this, 9 times out of 10, they would say, this child hasn't been in school in a month.
It wasn't like 3 months consecutive. It was a total of by the
But still,
Yeah.
I mean, 3 months. That's crazy.
Yeah, nobody ever called you in and said, hey, sit down. You're missing way too much school. We're going to figure this out.
And I had suspensions and everything, and my mom never found out. I know, but when she did find out,
she's pissed.
Oh,
she sent her away.
She sent me away.
It's a damn boys in the hood situation.
Yeah.
You got to go be raised by your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She didn't even tell me what was going to happen. She just packed my stuff up, took me to my grandmother's house, and then 3 days later, she showed up at my grandmother's house, told me to pack my stuff up again, that we were going to the airport, and then on the way to the airport, she's like, you're going to go live with your dad. Called my dad and told him, I'm sending you your kid, and said nothing else, so my dad thought I was pregnant. And that was that.
And how long did you live in L.A. with your dad?
I was there for about 1.5 years.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So was it fun?
It was so much fun because my dad let me do whatever I wanted, and then I didn't get in trouble. Yeah. And actually behaved. I was getting good grades. I became a cheerleader. I did get into one fight, but that was not my fault.
Yeah.
And it's LA. I mean, if you live in LA, like in the hood, you have to get into at least one fight.
Yeah, and that was because they gave you the greatest insult anyone could give a person in your world, which they called you white.
That was not why I got into a fight.
She's a white girl.
Yeah, she's the white cheerleader. and them is fighting words.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was a bad kid, man. I'd sneak out at night.
But I don't think any of us would have thought any different, thinking about your childhood, that you wouldn't have been a bad kid.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
A little criminal.
Yeah. I mean,
we were all operating under the same assumption that,
On second thought, there might have been some signs.
You probably figured you weren't the best, most attentive student. Yeah.
But I turned it all around.
I would have guessed, though, that of the 5 of us on the show, that you would be the only one that had your own personal truant officer assigned to you.
Would you do it differently? If you had it to do over again, would you do it differently? And if so, what would you do differently?
Honestly, I wouldn't. I felt like all those things, although at the time it was horrible and I put my mom through so much, it made me grow up and be the person that I am. And it also made me appreciate my mom so much more. And appreciate the struggle that she went through as a single mom, having to deal with me as what I was putting her through. So no, I wouldn't change it because I wouldn't be me if that was the case. All those things taught me so many lessons. And I did hit my head against the wall many, many times, but eventually I learned.
Mm-hmm. You mean literally hit your head against the wall, or is that a metaphor?
Metaphorically.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I do it literally.
I was about to.
It would look like somebody else's. It would look like somebody else's knee hit the wall. Yeah.
Shut
You're
up.
hitting your head up against the wall.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app.